Wahpeton basketball is on the air. Tonight's I3G Sports Network broadcast is brought to you by Builders First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis Medical Center, Country Financial Agent Casey Formanek, Dakota Cabinetry, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Ripper Sports Store, High Camp Construction, Lilligard, Merle Steam Cleaning, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Nodak Insurance Agent Carson Zarek, Optimum Rehab, Quality Toyota, OSPTI, Ready, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Sanford Health, Smith Motors, State Farm Agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Superior Builders, Twin Town Villa, and Wahpeton Family Dentistry. Now here's the Red River Grain pregame show.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wahpeton, or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
All right. East side of the river, west side of the river. It is time for Border Battle basketball. Got the Ethernets all plugged in and cooking here at the Blickery Activities Center. 2 games on tap today, Breck versus Wap. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I'm Robert Wanick joining you on the I3G Sports Network. A bit late here, 20 minutes behind first tip, and a couple ads for our sponsors while we got everything plugged in. But we're ready to go. Welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show. Serving the local farmers since 1986. 2 very competitive games here on paper. Breckenridge and Wahpeton, both programs, girls and boys, playing a gauntlet of a schedule. We've said it over and over again for the Heart of Lakes Conference. Same could be said about North Dakota's Division A teams. Let's just jump right into it right away, folks. We're going to go ahead and take a look at your stat report presented by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. We'll start off with the Cowboys because, well, they're 11-0 to start the year, ranked number 11 in the Minnesota Basketball News poll. They are led by Cooper Roberts, a well-rounded game, 16.2 points per, 9.2 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 2.2 steals per game. Cooper Roberts, a 6'5" point forward, so the big man on campus is bringing the ball up the floor, and he's shooting 53% from the floor. He has that three-pointer up to 30%. 36% at the charity stripe, though, so we'll see if Wahpeton sucks in on him, tries to make him earn a living at the line. But 16, 9, and 5 pretty much here for senior Cooper Roberts. Aiden Sanchez, he leads this squad in scoring 17.9 points per game to go along with 4.9 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and nearly 2 steals a game. So he's contributing 20-plus points between his scoring and his assisting at the shooting guard spot. Levi Christensen, some of the prettiest footwork you'll see on a high school basketball court. 8.7 points, 7 rebounds a game, 2.5 dimes, as he has been passing the ball well out of the paint as well, and nearly 2 steals a game. Talked about it this morning on the Giant Sports Show. Levi hitting the deck often for loose balls. It's been a big difference for the Cowboy defense, also taking a couple charges. Connor Ernst back for his junior season, averaging 4.8 points per game, shooting the ball very well from outside, so keep an eye on him tonight. 4.3 rebounds, 1.3 assists, and half a block per game for the 6-foot small forward. Charlie Krejcia, certified sharpshooter on this squad, 8 points a game, 1.6 rebounds, 1.3 assists. He has made 22 threes on the season, and he's a good bet to shoot between 8 and 10 of them per contest. So Krejcia still waiting for those 3-point percentages to kind of normalize and settle in for him. He's had some good games this year, and one thing's for sure, shooter's going to shoot. He's got the ultimate green light. Let's look at your State Farm stat report for the Cowboys. Senior Cooper Roberts averaging 16 points. Junior Aiden Sanchez at 18. Senior Levi Christensen just under 9. Connor Ernst scoring 5. Charlie Krejcia around 8 points per contest. Let's take a look at your Wahpeton Husky stats here. Braden Steffens, 17.9 points per game, maybe matched up against Aiden Sanchez. They have the same exact scoring average. Steffens averaging 6.3 rebounds per game, pretty fantastic from your point guard. 2.8 assists, 2.9 steals. He is shooting 48% from the field. It's got 58 on your YouTube screen, but he's shooting 48 from the field, 38 from 3, tremendous number, and 65 at the charity stripe. Jack Gilbertson, the sophomore star here, with 17.4 points, and he's become more of a 1B on this team than an option B. 3.2 rebounds, 2.8 assists for Jack, and the buzzer beater at Fergus Falls was kind of his moment of the season. Jack shooting 43% from the field, 44 from distance, and 54 at the charity stripe. That's where the Huskies struggle, 56% at the foul line. Trayton King, the sophomore, big-bodied post who can do it off the dribble. He can do it back to the basket, and he can step outside and stretch the defense as well. 7.2 points per game for Trey, 4.2 rebounds, just over 1 assist, and 1.4 steals per contest. And Alex Cummings, 6'5" senior center who's played his best basketball as of late, just under 5 points a game, right around 8 rebounds a game, 1.1 steals, and he's shooting a sizzling 53% from the floor. Everything coming at the block for Big Al. He had 18 points, 17 rebounds against Northern Cass. That was a career game for Cummings, helped Wahpeton come back from 11 down. And then we got his kindred stat line on here, which is actually his stat line at Oak Grove. 7 points, 11 rebounds, 6 steals for the lengthy 6'5" center. So he's doing it all lately. He's got to be feeling like a brand new man, like that James Brown song. Papa's got a brand new bag. And we'll see if Al Cummings can stop this very tall and very strong Cowboys lineup. Let's look at your boys' stat reports presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick at State Farm. When we come back on the Red River Grain pregame show, we'll break down the girls' teams and their top performers. We'll also go through the Power Poll rankings as well. Border Battle basketball coming up in about 10 minutes. Quick break. Then we're back to the Red River Grain pregame show. You're listening to the I3G Sports Network.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. I'm here to tell you about our hydraulic hoses and fittings. We stock most hoses and fittings from 1/4 inch up to 1.25 inch and rated to 5,500 PSI. From all of us at Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley, we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Whether your favorite team wears purple, green, red, or any color, Gripper Sports wants to help you show off your school pride. Grippers also has the styles and inventory to fit any need. Gripper Sports Store located on Dakota Avenue in the heart of downtown Wahpeton, helping you show your school pride for over 20 years.
Welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show. I'm Robert Wanick on a very special day here on the I3G Sports Network. Border Battle 2026, always a great cause, raising funds to fight cancer, and it pits Wahpeton against Breckenridge in a crosstown Red River rivalry game. Getting started in about 8 minutes, but let's get back into your next State Farm Stat Report presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick on your Red River Grain pregame show. Let's take a look at the Cowgirls stats here. Led by Parker Yagi, they will be playing the 4:30 game. Boys coming up shortly. 15 points a game for Parker, 8.5 boards, 3.7 assists, and nearly 4 steals a game. She's shooting 40.5% from the field, 37 from 3, and almost 90 from the free throw line. So you don't want to foul Parker Yagi. It's basically free points like taking candy from a baby. Emily Gowan, 12 points a game in her return from an ACL injury that sidelined her last season. She's averaging 12, coming off a 20-point showing, 8 of 11 shooting, as Breckenridge dominated number 5 ranked DGF on Thursday night by 20. Gowan averaging 12 and 2 steals a game as well. Jonica Bernatis, the senior, Super 75 senior by Breakdown Sports, 12.8 points per game, a career high 5.6 rebounds, and the 1,000-point career scorer is averaging 2.6 assists and over 2 steals. Sienna Fobb, who played her first 2 seasons over in Wahpeton, now a resident of Breckenridge, joins this team, brings a 6-foot presence to the squad, 6.5 points per game, 4.1 rebounds, 1 assist from your center is always great, and then 1.0 block per game. She made life tough on DGF star center Arya Garrett the other night. Ava Janing, keep an eye on her tonight. She is just a freshman. You wouldn't know it by the way she plays. 7.5 points, 3.1 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 2.8 steals, second on the team behind only Parker Yagi. Talking about Ava Janning, let's take a look at some of these highlights we've been shooting for the Cowgirl Country Basketball documentary, which a fun part about this, Wahpeton gets to be a part of it too now with this double-decker game today, and you can see some highlights of Ava Janing on your YouTube right now, diving on the floor for loose balls, knocking down threes. Parker Yagi as well, a very good three-point shooter. And you can find all of these Cowgirl basketball previews for the film we're making on their season over at kbmwnews.com Facebook. So it's going to be a really fun season of Cowgirl basketball, and they come in here at 9-6. They are ranked number 10 out of 145 teams in Minnesota Class 1A because their schedule might just be the toughest in the entire state. So let's take a look here at the Husky stats one more time just to give you a rundown of their record. They are 5-4. They are 1-3 in region. They're coming off a tough loss to number 1 Kindred on the road. Only lost that one 70-61. And anytime you can keep the top team in the state at arm's length, something to build off of. They're shooting 42% from the field, 32% from three. Not bad, just 56 from the foul line. Let's move on to the boys power poll ranking here. We'll do the boys before we do the girls since the boys are coming up first. It's Breckenridge all alone at the top of the HOL, 11-0, 6-0 in conference. Pelican Rapids 10-2. They are also 6-0 in conference. That will be a game to watch this season. Staples Motley 7-4, 4-2 in conference. The Cardinals lost to Breckenridge in a wire-to-wire nail-biter. Cowboys pulled that one off behind 23 points from Cooper Roberts. Perm Yellow Jackets are fourth in the HOL, 6-6, 4-3 conference. DGF, who Breckenridge beat by 16 on Thursday, they're 7-5, 4-4 in the conference. Barnesville, Hawley, Frazee, and Park Rapids round out the pack with losing records. Taking a look at the girls basketball standings for Breckenridge in the Heart of Lakes. Perm 14-2, 7-2 in conference. Season sweep of Breckenridge. Frazee 11-2, 7-2 in conference. They survived a crazy rally by the Cowgirls, down by 10 with 2 minutes and change left. Cowgirls cut it to 2 in the final minute. DGF 13-3, 7-3 in conference. They were number 1. Breckenridge ended that with a 71-51 win on Thursday. Hawley Nuggets 10-5, 6-3 Heart of Lakes. Cowgirls own a 30-plus point win over them. Breckenridge coming in at number 5, but just 2 games back out of number 1. They are 9-6, 5-4 in the ultra-competitive HOL. Pelican Rapids 8-5, 4-4 in the HOL. Barnesville, Park Rapids, Staples Motley, the only teams 7-8-9 with a losing record in HOL girls basketball. That's just how tough it's been. Let's take a look at the Lady Huskies stat report presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick, led by sophomore forward Claire Woods. 17.8 points, 7 rebounds a game, 1.2 steals, shooting nearly 60% from the field, and get this, stepping out and hitting threes at a 41% clip, 63% from the free throw line. Piper Nelson, just an 8th grader, and she is, just what stars are made of. I can't imagine what her career is going to be when it's all said and done. We're only in the infancy, and she's averaging 16.6 points, 3.8 rebounds, 4 assists, so she's accounting for almost 30 points a game and 2.3 steals. Shooting split is 41, 36, 67%. Ashlyn Max, a 7th grader, seeing some varsity run. 6.6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 assist. Claire Langenwalter, kind of a spot-up shooter that this team needs to get it going, and she's had some clutch moments this year, just under 5 points a game, 1.8 rebounds, 1.0 assists. Lady Huskies are 5-5 this year, 4-2 in Region 1. 44% from the field. That's an excellent clip here in North Dakota High School girls hoops. 32% from three-point, you'll take that, but just 55 from free throws. So both programs for Wahpeton struggling at the free throw stripe, and maybe important today against 2 very good Breckenridge teams. We'll see how it shakes out. So that is a look at your State Farm stat report, your power poll rankings. We took a look at Wahpeton's season records, their region marks, and then we took a look at the very deep Heart of Lakes Conference for Breckenridge. A couple minutes away here from starting lineups and national anthem. It is Border Battle Saturday. Had a hard time getting here from Fergus, but now I'm nice and warm, settled in the Gary Rogers press box, an ode to one of the greatest to ever put the headset on, and I'm happy I can be here today to treat you to a double dose of Twin Town basketball. Back in 60 seconds on AM 1450 and KBMW News Live YouTube. Let's get ready for a Twin Town rivalry on the I3G Sports Network.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Almost forgot to go over your Smith Motors keys to the game. Smith Motors, small town friendly, big town deals. Taking a look at Wahpeton, key to the game for me, for them, is going to be to just keep getting what they've been getting out of Alex Cummings. They're going to need a paint presence. They're going to need him to stay out of foul trouble and on the court. That's been his only issue so far this year. But the scoring is up. The defense is there. The rim protection, the rebounding. He's got to stay out there, and he's got to be a certified threat in the paint against a Breckenridge team that runs like 6'2 plus height-wise across the board, even on the perimeter. So that's key to the game. Another key to the game for Wahpeton, force Cooper Roberts to finish through contact. Don't let him get that soft touch floater up in the lane. Make sure you bump him off his spot, bump him when he's cutting. And if you send him to the foul line, see if he can outshoot his free throw percentage, which is in the 30s. So don't give Cooper Roberts anything easy tonight. That would be, an immediate way to shoot yourself in the foot off the tip. Those are the keys to the game for Wahpeton. And key to the game for Breckenridge, I think it's to get Charlie Krejci going. The three-point shooter shot about 35% last year. He's a high-volume guy, shooting in the upper 20s this year. Get Charlie Krejci to see that basketball go through the hoop and stretch the defense out, which will in turn open things up for your star forward inside, Levi Christensen. Those are your Smith Motors keys to the game. We will pause for the national anthem. When we come back, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups. It's time for the Border Battle on the I3G Sports Network.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Are you tired of fixing the same problems? Here at Reddy, we offer performance seating solutions that last. Whether it's new parts for your drill or a complete rebuild of your air seeder, we can help. We resolve your challenges through in-house engineering, manufacturing, and sourcing of the highest quality North American-made products. We are ready to bring our passion and expertise directly to your farm to solve all your equipment challenges. Reach out to us at 701-205-1485 and schedule your free inspection today.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
That concludes the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmer since 1986, and also a proud sponsor of the Cowgirl Country basketball documentary, which the Lady Huskies are hoping to play a starring role in today, hoping to knock off the Cowgirls and the Cowgirls. They're just hoping to build on that huge win over TGF on Thursday. But first, boys basketball, we'll get into the starting lineups presented by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. Providing superior quality products while generating a positive return for their patrons. As always, we'll take them as they come, folks. Breckenridge will be the home team in this one, which will be unique for Wahpeton, as they will have to play 18-minute halves in lieu of 8-minute quarters. So a lot more ebb and flow, a lot more runs can happen. Time for teams to make adjustments, and time for teams to keep momentum without a quarter break every 8 minutes. So we'll see how Wahpeton handles the change in format here. Again, 2 18-minute halves. Cowboys, Huskies right away to start this one off. Cowgirls will tip off around 4:30 today. Turner Blofis will come spell me for game 2, and I'll head down to the floor and shoot some highlights. So the visitors on the scoreboard should be the first team announced, and that would be the Wahpeton Huskies. So we'll take a look at them here on KBMW News Live YouTube. Head coach Jeff Ralph joined us this morning on the Giants Sports Show. Thanks to everybody who listened on AM 1450 KBMW. Had all 4 coaches from the high school teams in addition to Wahpeton sophomore Claire Woods. Trey King, he's going to start here at a forward, checking in at about 6'2". 6'1" senior Braden the Beast Steffens, leading scorer, about 18 a game, will start at point. A 6'2" sophomore Jack Gilbertson, he's got ice in his veins. He's starting at a shooting guard. He will also play some point, wearing number 14. 6'4" senior, number 23, Garnett Anderson. Great perimeter defender with length, not asked to score a lot. He's going to try to lock up this high-flying Cowboys team. Rounding out the Huskies starting lineup presented by Farmers Union Oil, Alex Cummings, 6'5", senior center. Only a few years ago when he started playing organized basketball, and boy, has he become a dominant post player in the last couple weeks. And now for the undefeated Cowboys, coming in here at 11-0, receiving rankings in the largest class of Minnesota high school basketball, Class 1A. Hoping to make it a dozen straight dubs. Avery Smith, your utility man, playing small forward, about 6 feet tall. Smith will be tasked with playing defense and getting into the paint. Aiden Sanchez, 6'1" guard, averaging 17 a game. Cooper Roberts, the guy with the keys to the offense, at 6'5", the point forward, will take the ball up, guard the ball inside, outside, do it all. Levi Christensen, man on a mission at the low block, lefty power forward at 6'2", and Charlie Krecha, kid who could shoot the lights out, about 6 feet tall, starting at shooting guard. That rounds out your Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups. Is we're ready to go, baby. It's Border Battle Saturday. Let's get this show on the road at the Blickery Activity Center. I'm Robert Wanick up in the Gary Rogers press box. Tip-off between Braden Steffens, who generally wins these tips against taller guys. We'll see how he does against 6'5" Cooper Roberts. Roberts gets it on the double tap. Smith will corral it, give it right back to Roberts, and the Cowboys will have the first possession. Christensen, top of the key. Dribbling over, handoff to Krecha. Nope, he'll fake it, spinning inside. Burying Cummings under the paint, and right-hand finish off the glass. Christensen makes good with his offhand, and the Cowboys take a 2-0 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You don't see him score with the right a lot. That's a dangerous sign here for the Wahpeton defense. Jack Gilbertson, left wing. Crossover dribble, spinning. Back cut by Steffens. Nice little pump fake, but he blows the reverse layup. Gets his own rebound. Steffens pivoting at the block. Lobs it up top to King. Swing pass to the top. Gilbertson wants that mid-range. Kicks out. Garnett Anderson, lefty three off the glass. No good. Rebound Cummings. Cummings will kick it out. Fresh 20 on the shot clock for the Huskies. Alex Cummings rebounding will be so important for him in the Huskies today. Steffens waves off Anderson. Gets a ball screen up top. 5 on the shot clock. Into the corner to Gilbertson. Pump fake. 3 on the shot clock. Fires the 3 off the mark. Rebound Cooper Roberts. Roberts quickly with the skip pass up front to Sanchez off the back 10. Cummings gets his second board of the game. Just over a minute in, Alex Cummings hitting the glass for 2 of them. Top of the key, Jack Gilbertson. Left wing now, Anderson. He'll dribble, pressured by Krejcia. Picks it up. Swings it over right side. Steffens working on Smith. Might be a pull-up opportunity. He'll hand it off to Anderson. Anderson bumped, gives it up to Gilbertson. Thought about the 3, working in the paint. Double teamed, kick out Steffens. Head fake, gets Smith to blow by. Crossover, jump stop, one hand float. Off the front iron, no good. Cummings with the rebound, can't finish. If Alex Cummings would have made that, crowd would have got pretty loud after he's been hitting the glass. Levi Christensen dribbles to the top of the key, picks it up. Wraparound pass inside to Cooper Roberts, working near the elbow. He'll dribble it out, takes a bump from Cummings, no call, skip pass to Smith. He'll lob it inside to Sanchez, over his head into the student section and out of bounds. So both teams suffocating defense so far, coming out high on the perimeter, making sure the opponent cannot get into their offense. 2-0 Breckenridge, just 2 minutes in to this border battle basketball game. Gilbertson working left wing, bounce pass top key Cummings, swing to Anderson, jab step, picks it up at the top of the key over to Gilbertson, drives in the middle of the lane, dumps it inside to Cummings. He'll get blocked by Aiden Sanchez. Aiden Sanchez giving up about 4 inches, picks up the block, and now Levi Christensen coughs it up. Steal will bounce into the hands of Steffens. Steffens playing with pace, drives into the lane, gets bumped, no call. Rebound Smith, outlet pass to Sanchez. Sanchez gets hit hard under the rim, lands on his back. No call there either. Letting these boys duke it out early on. Head coach Jeff Ralph wants a timeout. 3:04 into this boys basketball game. Breckenridge with the only bucket. It's 2-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. A lot of defense, a lot of contact, not a lot of points. We'll be back in 60 seconds after this High Camp Construction timeout on AM 1450 and KBMW News Live YouTube.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Quick High Camp Construction timeout. As we're back in action here. 2-0 Breckenridge in the early going. We're going to get a foul up top. Looks like the foul is going to be on Avery Smith, trying to poke the basketball away from Braden Steffens. Gilbertson takes it across the Wildcat logo. Bounce pass over to Steffens on the right wing. Steffens to Gilbertson, left wing. Short corner entry to Cummings. He's doubled. He turns it over. Pressure by Krejcia, steal by Cooper Roberts. Roberts with a zip pass to Aiden Sanchez. He'll do the rest. Righty lay makes it 4-0. Gilbertson trying to push the tempo. Gets all the way to the rim and scores. The drought is over for Wahpeton. Jack Gilbertson puts the Huskies on the board, and Cowboys racing down the floor for a Sanchez 3. It's short. Offensive rebound, Christensen. Will he go up? Tries that right hand, and he's fouled by Cummings. Cummings took a quick look at the official. David Thompson thought he had ball there. Got a little bit of arm on his way. 4-2 Cowboys. Levi Christensen heads to the charity stripe. So Levi Christensen headed to the stripe for 2. First free throw's up. It's off the mark. Both teams could use a little improvement in the free throw department. And every point's going to count here. Wahpeton coming in at 5-4 with some big wins. They have a win over number 2, 4 wins Minnewacan. They have a win over previous number 1, Devils Lake. Breckenridge 11-0. Second free throw from Christensen is good. 1 for 2 trip. Steffens will advance the basketball past the timeline. Guarded at 28 feet from Sanchez. And stepping on the line is Aiden Bonchez. Charlie Krejci, a guy who's, I guess, not typically known for defense. Shooting is his calling card. He has been up in the grill of these Huskies players, and he's forced a couple turnovers already. So Charlie Krejci, an early X factor in this one. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here. Huskies, so they want to talk it over. They burn through 2 quick tees. This is brought to you by High Camp Construction. Breckenridge 5, Wahpeton 2 in the early going on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number 1 today.
Superior Builders is a proud sponsor of tonight's Breckenridge baseball game. Brian Bernardes and his team of building pros are ready to meet your needs. Superior Builders of Wahpeton has served farmers, ranchers, commercial businesses, and home builders throughout North Dakota since 2005. With a focus on providing economical, durable, and aesthetically pleasing pole buildings, Superior Builders has built a reputation for quality work and satisfied clients. Contact Superior Builders today to get started on your dream building by calling 701-238-7740.
Shout out to Brian Bernardes and Superior Builders, one of our Cowgirl Country basketball documentaries, one of our founding sponsors of that, making it happen. Cowboys up by 3. 5 minutes have elapsed in this game. Brock Somerville checks in and runs the point for Breckenridge. Joel Lopez, fellow freshman in as well, kicks to Connor Ernst, seeing his first action of the game. Lopez drives, gets a seam, leaves the runner short, ball's on the floor. Trey King trying to pick it up, but Lopez gets his hands in there, and talk about a feisty play. Trey King picks Lopez up off the floor with the basketball. I don't know what the weight difference is there, but just say they wouldn't be boxing in a match against each other. But Joel Lopez ties it up. Possession arrow stays with Wahpeton, however, so King will get credited with the rebound. Good effort there from the freshman, Joel Lopez. Huskies coming the other way. Lopez was guarding the ball. Left wing now Kumo, guarded by Somerville. They'll swing to the right corner, Steffens. Steffens guarded by Paxton Yagi, so a 3 freshman lineup here for the Cowboys. And Brock Somerville hounding Gilbertson. He fumbles it. They'll get it over to Steffens with 12 on the shot clock. Steffens working top of the key, looking for that mid-range. Walled up. Gilbertson gets doubled in the corner by Ernst, and Somerville throws it away into the middle of the lane. Stolen by Hunter Bogenreef, and a foul on Ryland Flack. 3 freshmen along with sophomore Hunter Bogenreef and junior Connor Ernst. No seniors on the floor. And Breckenridge holds for the full possession. Big time pressure in the corner by Ernst and Somerville. Inbound to Somerville. Guarded in the backcourt. Gets it up to Hunter Bogenreef. Hot pass over to Paxton Yagi. He's able to handle it. Paxton Yagi, a great shooter and a great defender. Hunter Bogenreef goes for the drive, dribbles it off his knee. Ball goes to the Huskies. So if you were looking for fireworks to start this border battle, there haven't been very many, but if you like hard-nosed, get in a stance defense, this has been your game. 5-2 Cowboys, 12:44 in the half on your CFI scoreboard. Steffens playing some back to the basket on Joel Lopez. Nowhere to go. Lobs it out, top of the key to Gilbertson. Gets a step on Paxton Yagi, floats it off the glass. Can't get it to go. King with the board. He's fouled on the shot attempt, and he'll finish. Referee counts the basket with a good punch for emphasis. King's got a chance to tie the ball game. muscling his way inside. Nice touch off the high glass for Trey King. So King joins Gilbertson in the scoring column for Wahpeton, makes it a 5-4 deficit, heading to the line, trying to complete the three-point play. Free throw from King is up. It's good. We're all tied at 5. Expect some lead changes tonight, folks. Cooper Roberts gets away with a push-off on Gilbertson, gives it up to Christensen. Christensen dribbles to the logo, hands it off back to Roberts. Roberts between the legs. Now he passes to Christensen. He'll turn, face the basket, fakes the handoff, trying to work on Flack, but Flack not giving him any real estate. Flack bodies Christensen up. He'll kick it out. Aiden Sanchez with the basketball. Bounce pass to Roberts, working on a double team. Spins through it, off the glass, hard. Fight for the rebound. Christensen's on the floor, but Steffens comes out of the scrum. Ball into the hands of Gilbertson, working up the left side. He'll slow down. Gilbertson with the handoff. Cooper Kuhlmo. Left wing now, Braden Steffens. One-on-one opportunity against Avery Smith, a very stout defender, matching up against one of the top scorers in North Dakota high school basketball. Steffens taking his time, gives it to Gilbertson, 11 on the shot clock, isolation situation. Gilbertson kicks out. King passes up a wide open three. Instead, he'll spin inside, contested by Christensen. Lefty lay off the window from King. Right around the shot block attempt by Levi Christensen. King not phased. He's got a game-high 5 points. Smith drives off the elbow screen. Step through. Right-handed layup hard. Rolls off the rim. Rebound into the hands of King. Kuhlmo gets a step on Krejcia, but Christensen pokes it away. Krejcia comes up with the steal. Cross-court pass. Smith thought about the three. He'll pick up his dribble, bounce it to Christensen, who had a nice seal, and he'll finish. Nobody home. Got a great seal on Ryland Flack, and the pass was perfect from Avery Smith. Christensen took it in for an easy lay. Steffens and the Huskies back on their side of the court. Kuhlmo dribbling up high. Pestered by Smith. Smith wants the basketball. He's all over it. Pass nearly rolls out of bounds, and we're going to get a late whistle here. I believe a foul on Avery Smith. Had him where he wanted him, kind of bailed him out as Gilbertson struggled to save that ball in bounds after he did. Late reach from Avery Smith. Christensen with a game-high 5 for Breck. That matches Trey King for WAP, and we're all tied at 7 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 10.5 to go in the opening half. Jack Gilbertson swings left wing to Steffens. Deep three is on the way. Cash. Steffens bangs it in off the back iron. Gives the Huskies their first lead of the ball game. Christensen with a little mid-ranger. Middle of the lane. Sinks it. Not usually his go-to move, but Christensen feeling good early on. Steffens out of control. Jump pass out to Gilbertson. Picks it up at the elbow. Finds Steffens. Head fake. Little push off on Sanchez, spin, kick, King for 3. And King hits. Back-to-back triples have the Huskies up by 4. Trayton King already over his scoring average. Christensen dribbles, falls to the floor, able to find Connor Ernst. Wildly kicks it out to Sanchez, over to Roberts, splits the seam, and the layup rattles out. Roberts came flying right down the heart of the defense. Couldn't finish over the canopy. Left wing Kuhlmo, nice drive on Krejcia, dump pass inside to a wide open King. He's hammered. Won't make the shot, but he will go to the free throw line. We talked on the morning sports show today, the Giant Sports Show, about Trey King becoming a certified 4th scorer or 3rd scorer for this team. How about being the 1st scorer early on in this one? First free throw is off the mark from Trey King. King 1 for 2 at the stripe today. 8 points for the sophomore. 8 of the 13 Husky points. Second free throw is good. 2 for 3 today for King. Brock Somerville, the freshman, will run the offense here for the Cowboys. Gets it across the timeline, looking for some dribble handoff action. Nowhere to go. Christensen has it now. Left wing, Joel Lopez. Lopez drives and kicks into the corner. Ernst passes up to 3. His baseline pass tipped out of bounds. Good job sliding over on the help side by Cooper Kuhlmo. Sanchez will inbound on the baseline. Cowboys trail by 5 here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 9 minutes in the half. Inbound goes to Somerville. He'll give it up to Ernst. Left wing now, Aiden Sanchez. Cowboys leading scorer. Crossover between the legs. Kick out to Ernst. Tapped out of bounds by Steffen. So active hands in the passing lane from the Huskies. And the Cowboys will have to set something up in front of the Wahpeton bench. Not ideal with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Lob pass to Ernst. Kicked over to Lopez. Lopez gets into the lane. Off balance jumper. Hard off the glass. Fight for the rebound. And we're going to get a jump ball. That ball is rattling around between the hands of 2 players. They blow the play dead. It's going to stay with the Cowboys. So, shot clock at 18. Inbound pass to Somerville. Cowboys forced into late shot clock situations. This time, they'll isolate Christensen on Cummings. Burying Cummings in the paint, gets behind him, left-handed layup. Good job with that drop step by Levi Christensen, getting right to his honey hole. 14-11, Cowboys clap back here on your CFI scoreboard. Christensen with a game-high 9. Steffens, top of the key, gives it up to King. Poked away by Sanchez. He'll dive for it, but King will get it first. Beautiful find in the corner. King gets it over to Bonchez, and Bonchez connects. First points of the game for Aiden Bonchez, who has seen an elevated scoring role lately. 17-11 Huskies. Christensen, dangerous pass from Somerville, but he gets his hands on it. He'll dribble it over and hand off to Sanchez, who will uncork a wing 3. Nothing but air. Ball is on the ground. Another jump as Joel Lopez, for the second time today, gets on the floor. Not scared of a fight. He's going to get a little talking to by the ref, but he's in there getting down and dirty. Possession arrow goes to Wahpeton. 17-11 Huskies on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 7:35 to go in the opening half. 2 games today. Cowgirls and Lady Huskies tipping off probably about 5 o'clock since we're behind today. But the Cowboys, unbeaten record on the line today against a very good 5-4 Huskies team. Following the sideline, this one is going to go against Joel Lopez. Cowboys playing that patented pressure defense. It's tightened up a little bit after letting the boys play to start this game. Inbound goes to Bonchez. He'll get it over to Cummings, who passes to King. Inside, back to the basket, Gilbertson. Kicks it out. Driving in the lane now is King. Off balance, he can't finish. Roberts has it, the 6'5 point guard, taking it up the floor. Hand off to Paxton Yagi, up top to Aiden Sanchez. Sanchez with a deep 3, steps into it, can't connect. Rebound King. Gilbertson in transition. Good job by the Cowboys getting back as Paxton Yagi gets in front. Fake pass from Gilbertson. He'll fly by with the lefty layup. Huskies, largest lead of the ball game at 8. Here comes Sanchez on the long outlet from Roberts. He'll draw the foul. At 6'5", when you're running the point guard, like Cooper Roberts, you got different lanes. You got different vision of the court, and he saw that one from the back half of the court and zipped it all the way to the wing with a little bit of lead to it, allowing Aiden Sanchez to catch it with momentum, and Sanchez knocks down the first of 2 free throws. Sanchez with 3 points now in the ball game. Sanchez trying to make it a 2-possession game. It's 19-12 Huskies, and he'll miss the free throw. Good rebound by Cooper Kuhlmo. Quickly up court to Jack Gilbertson on the wing. Steffens left side. Holding the ball. Wahpeton setting screens off of it. Gilbertson has it left wing. He wants that lane. He gets in there. He loses the ball. Stolen by Joel Lopez. Nice pass through the defense to Roberts. Roberts at the rim. Looked like a potential shot block, but it's going to be a foul. So Roberts shooting just 37% on free throws this year. He'll head to the stripe. Foul on Flack, his second. And Wahpeton doesn't have a ton of paint depth. So foul trouble is a no-can-do today for them as Roberts knocks down the first half. Roberts' first point of the game, coming in averaging just under 15. Scores his first point with 6 minutes left in the half. 2 for 2, nothing but net on both free throws from Cooper. 19-14 Wahpeton on your CFI scoreboard. Steffens crosses the Wildcat logo here at NDSCS. Good high defense by Paxton Yagi. Over to Coolmo, hounded by Lopez. Top of the key, Gilbertson. Steffens on Roberts, premier matchup right wing. Steffens drives, gets bumped, kicks out to Coolmo. Jab step, mid-range jumper, good. Over the top of 6'5" Roberts and Coolmo into the scoring column. Wahpeton looking like they have answers tonight. Levi Christensen near the midcourt logo, handoff to Roberts. Roberts has not got to that floater zone yet this game. Christensen dribbling near the baseline in front of the Huskies bench. Gets double teamed, low bounce pass, swing over to Krejci, contested three. His three is short off the rim. Quick outlet pass here to Gilbertson in transition, draws the body contact. He'll head to the line for two. Well, Breckenridge gets back on defense and prides themselves in pressuring the defense and giving other teams short shot clocks to work with. Huskies getting out and zipping it up front, 21-14. Gilbertson's first free throw, an air ball. We talked about it, 55% for the Huskies this year at the line. Jack in the 50s himself. For a great mid-range shooter, you know, he's just struggling at the free throw line. We see it all the time in basketball. Second free throw from Gilbertson, all the way down and out. So a big break for the Cowboys trying to get back in it. Here comes Roberts, kick out to Lopez. Lopez drives, gets a step out to Christensen. Christensen on the left wing, he'll give it up to Krejci. Krejci turns the corner. Hanging jumper, kiss off the window. Charlie Krejci says, I can shoot it from outside, I can shoot it right in the middle of the lane as well. Right down Broadway, Krejci hits a jumper, and just like that, it's 21-16 Wahpeton on your CFI scoreboard. 5-4 Huskies, they're out front of the 11-0 Cowboys as we get a High Camp Construction timeout on the I3G Sports Network.
You're never alone at Twin Town Villa. We see you, we hear you, and more than that, we're here for you.
So much peace of mind knowing that our parents are at Twin Town Villa.
We looked at a couple of other places, but once we saw the day-to-day life at Twin Town Villa, our minds were made up.
The staff sees us and hears us as family too, our entire family.
It's a wonderful shared experience for our whole family, with mom and dad's welfare front and center.
Twin Town Villa, they see you, they hear you, and they're here for you.
You and your family are never alone at Twin Town Villa.
Back at NDSCS, home of the second oldest two-year college in America. Home of the Wildcats. Today it is home of the Huskies and Cowboys as they start this border battle doubleheader off. Wide open corner, three from Bonchez, and he hits. Two triples from Bonchez, and Cowboys getting ahead of themselves, trying to get a quick bucket, and they throw it out of bounds before I can even tilt the camera on KBMW News Live YouTube. Bonchez, 6 points, both of them coming from that corner three spot. Huskies by 8. They match their largest lead of the game. They'll look inside to King, kicks it out to Steffens, gets Sanchez to blow by on the head fake, and he will make it rain from deep. Double-digit lead, and this is territory the Cowboys have not faced this season. 27-16 Wahpeton on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Roberts, step through, tricks the defense, his floater off the rim. Can't find the range tonight. Steffens quickly up court, gives it up. Gets back to the corner, and he'll get it right back. Driving to that elbow, that's his spot. He gets backed off by Aiden Sanchez. He'll give it up to Gilbertson, left wing, into the corner now. Flack, middle of the lane. King working on Roberts. Bumps off the chest, right off the window and down. King used that contact into Roberts' chest to get just a small window of space, and he finishes the shot. Trey King having a fine game. Back cut by Smith. Nice pass inside, but it's stripped on the floor. Sanchez has it. Christensen with a nice job dip into the hoop. Gets the bounce pass assist from Sanchez. Wahpeton wasting no time getting into the front court. 29 on the shot clock. Steffens has it high left side. Steffens working on Sanchez. Into the corner now to white-hot Aiden Bonches. Flack has it at the elbow, guarded by Christensen. He'll give it up to Steffens. Thought about an NBA three. Instead, he dribbles between the legs and gets it poked away by Somerville into the hands of Gilbertson. His mid-range jumper off the mark. Somerville recovers to get the rebound. Quickly up court to Avery Smith off the outlet from Roberts. Smith, wraparound bounce pass to Somerville. He'll drive inside. Euro step, good, right in front of the cup. Somerville covering some ground off the dribble, makes it a 9-point ball game. Cowboys hoping to get within arm's length here to close out the half, trailed by as many as 11. Bonches, a couple jabs. He'll give it up to Gilbertson. Gets a nice screen. Wide open three, short. Rebound, King. King, a man on a mission, will kick out to Gilbertson. Head down, spin move. Stripped away by Somerville. Stolen by Smith. Smith dribbles behind the back, pulls it out to Sanchez. Sanchez, head down, going to the rim. Lots of contact. He's headed to the line for two. Sanchez strong enough to absorb the first contact and come right back at the teeth of the defense. He'll earn a trip to the free throw line. $11 for Trey King, came in here averaging just around 7 points a game. 11 for Levi Christensen, also averaging 7 a game. First free throw from Sanchez is good. Got bumped off for a second there, but we're back on now. And another guy who just got bumped off, Cooper Kumo, gets knocked off the block. He'll head to the free throw line for two. So Cooper Kumo, 2 points in this one, trying to double it. Huskies in control here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as we head to the final 2 minutes of the first half. First foul shot on the way. Kumo drains it. Three for 6 at the line for Wahpeton, just underneath their season average. Kumo makes them both. Huskies by 9 again. Cooper Roberts working on the right wing against Jack Gilbertson. Picks up his dribble, swings over to Ernst. Closely guarded, double team, skip over to Lopez. Lopez gets a step, but he can't finish. Fight for the rebound, and again, Lopez gets in there. This time he got tagged in the mouth with an elbow as he checks for blood. 3 times Joel Lopez has been in on the tie-ups. A lot of heart out of the freshman today. Breckenridge will retain possession, 20 on the shot clock. Baseline inbounds. Roberts, nobody home as he slips to the right block for 2. That's one way to get your star senior going. 4 points for Roberts, 7-point ball game. Huskies lead, $1:43 to go in the half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Gilbertson dribbles to the free throw line, picks it up, kicks wing, Steffens. He'll pick up at the free throw line, kick to Kumo. Kumo turned away, back to Braden Steffens. 15 on the shot clock, gives it up to Kumo. Kumo gets a step, kicks it out of the double team to Gilbertson, out to Steffens, contested 3 over Christensen off the mark. Offensive rebound tipped off the hands of Ernst to Gilby. So the Huskies get a fresh 20. They'll milk it out a little bit here with a 2-possession lead. 7 on the shot clock. King has it right wing. They get it into the hands of their playmaker. The Beast drives, dribbles it off the leg of Aiden Sanchez. Sanchez pointing the other way. But it will stay with the Huskies. Underneath the hoop, 3 on the shot clock. Big possession for both teams here. Gilbertson gets the inbounds. 1 on the shot clock. Fadeaway off the mark. Shot clock violation. Great job by Joel Lopez, who got a hand right in front of the rock there, but refrained from fouling Jack Gilbertson. And the Cowboys hold. 2-for-1 chance here for the Cowboys if they can get going. 31-24, Huskies lead. Ernst hounded on the wing. Gets it up to his point guard, Roberts. Back cut by Ernst. Another nice bounce pass by Roberts, but Ernst can't finish the reverse. Huskies can essentially hold for the last shot. 32 seconds left in the game, 28 or in the half, 28 on the shot clock. Bonchez, top of the key, guarded by Levi Christensen. 15 on the shot clock. 10 on the shot clock. Braden Steffens, isolation situation. He'll give it up. Stolen in the front court by Aiden Sanchez, who goes up and lays it in for a big bucket. 4 seconds left in the half. Steffens dribbles up court. He is fouled by Joel Lopez, and that is going to be the wrong decision, as it will send Steffens to the free throw line with just 1.3 seconds left. Great steal in a late shot clock situation by Aiden Sanchez with the focus to finish at the rim. 1-1 here. Steffens' first free throw is good. All the momentum swinging to Breckenridge after the layup, and Steffens could end the half here on a somber note with a pair of free throws. Second free throw is off the mark. Fight for the rebound, and that's how we'll head into the half, as Sanchez can't wrestle away from Kumo. Buzzer sounds, and the Huskies, they take a 32-26 lead into the break on 11-0 Breckenridge, the 11th ranked team in Minnesota Class 1A. They're on upset notice today against a very talented Huskies team led by a surprising leading scorer. We'll get into that on the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show in a couple minutes. You're listening to Border Battle Basketball Hoops. It's still early in the day today on the i3G Sports Network.
You're never alone at Twin Town Villa. We see you, we hear you, and more than that, we're here for you.
So much peace of mind knowing that our parents are at Twin Town Villa.
We looked at a couple of other places, but once we saw the day-to-day life at Twin Town Villa, our minds were made up.
The staff sees us and hears us as family too, our entire family.
It's a wonderful shared experience for our whole family, with mom and dad's welfare front and center.
Twin Town Villa. They see you, they hear you, and they're here for you.
You and your family are never alone.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality.
All right, we're going to hop in here in a second. We're going to play one more quick ad, and then we'll be joined by Brady DeVries, our new intern here on the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show.
Family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30, and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial in Wahpeton, where he makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. I'm Robert Wanek. 32-26, WAP boys lead the Breck boys. Again, Breckenridge 11-0 this season, so we'll see how this one shakes out down the stretch. I'm going to go over the scoring numbers quick, and then we'll get into it with our new intern, Brady DeVries. He was going to do a hockey broadcast today of the Blades, but due to travel, that game was canceled. Aiden Sanchez for the Cowboys, he's got 7 points, followed by Cooper Roberts with 3. And Levi Christensen came in here averaging 6.9. Christensen has 11 points in the first half. Krejci with 2. Brock Somerville with 2. Just 5 guys in the scoring column. 5 guys in the scoring column as well for the Huskies. Braden Steffens with 7. Jack Gilbertson with 4. And Trey King King and Christensen, those two dueling in the post today, both averaging 7 a game, both have 11 at the break. Aiden Bonchez with 2 big threes to give him 6 points, and that's the spread, 32-26 at the break. And Cooper Kumo with 4 points, 2 of them at the stripe. So, we picked up Brady as an intern here through NDSCS, one of his college credit classes. He'll be doing 120 hours with us at the radio station and a lot of broadcasting. We're going to get him started out on hockey since kind of that's the sport he played and loved. A pretty decent hockey player from what I hear. And just excited to have him call the broadcast and just tell the listeners a little bit about your class and the opportunity and how you came to find out about the internship and what your class entails.
Yeah, so my my internship class, my advisor, Kathy Marquette, she was the one that came up with it. She came up to me during class one time last semester and asked if I was interested in doing an internship, and I looked at a couple different options, but in my field that I'm going into, sports marketing, this just seemed so perfect to use as to gain knowledge about anything like that. It's such a big field, and there's just so much you can do in it.
And we're handing a headset back and forth between each other because we only got one functional one today. Turner's got the other one for his next broadcast. So we're just going to hand it and hold, and we can go back and listen on the YouTube broadcast. Another thing that I wanted to ask you, Brady, is when we mentioned you doing some Huskies basketball games and some Blades hockey games, you seemed like you were all in for it. And, not a lot of people are. Maybe some people are kind of intimidated by broadcasting, but it just seemed like you're ready to jump in and give it a try and get on the air and do some play-by-play. So kind of what were your thoughts on that when we brought up that you'd have the opportunity to call some games?
So, it definitely makes it easier that it's my hometown, and I know so many people, and there's just so many people in my corner that are rooting me on for something like this, and just knowing people around, it makes it so much easier because I know names and just, like, everything about every sport, so...
Yeah, Brady played for Post 20, Wahpeton High Baseball, played for the BW Blades. And also, I'm excited to have you call hockey because I know, offsides. I think I know offsides. I mean, I never know if it is or not, but offsides, icing, goal, and then all the cool little slang that the kids say. But I don't know anything intricate about hockey. Just off the top of your head, since we'll be doing some Blades hockey games this year, what do you think are, kind of important parts of the game for hockey fans, that they might miss that a hockey player like yourself might be able to kind of comment on during the game or explain to listeners as far as things that happen in a hockey game?
Yeah, so I think definitely, battles in the corner with the puck. Those are really important. My old coach, Adam Wertzma, he would agree with me. It's so important to win those small area battles because, you just need to get possession of the puck, and not a lot of people realize how hard it is to actually win those battles in the corners. And then another thing would be probably the physicality of the game. A lot of people think that hockey players just want to hit, and just be really aggressive. But a lot of the physicality comes into, lifting someone's stick, maybe bumping them off the puck, and taking possession back for your team.
So we probably got almost a half dozen home hockey games left on the schedule this year. And we're going to see which ones Brady's available to do, as many as he wants to do. And we're excited to have it, and we're excited to have somebody who knows the sport of hockey get on the air and talk about hockey. We're going to ease him in and let him do a radio broadcast first, at least one radio broadcast, and then I think I'll be able to set your stuff up like this, and we'll bring you some video streams too of hockey and stuff. So it should be really fun. So what else are you looking forward to? Interning with KBMW. It sounds like we'll have you through May, and we'll kind of see where it takes us. But what are some things that come to mind that you're excited about?
I think the thing I'm most excited for is advertisements because that's going to play such a big role in any future job that I have with any sports marketing is just the advertisements.
Well, you'll be hearing Brady on some ads here in our sports cart deck soon. We could probably cut some this week one of these days. I'll also have him do a couple of my afternoon shows too so you guys can get familiar with him. And when you see him come out on some sales calls or him and I come out on some sales calls, make sure you give him a smile and treat him easy here as we get started. But we are super excited to have you on, Brady. Thanks for joining us. We will be back in 2 minutes with the second half here. Wap 32, Breck 26. Cowboys trying to keep their unbeaten record intact at the Blickery Activity Center.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Everybody likes discounts, and really, who doesn't want to save money, especially on their auto insurance? Hi, I'm Carson Zard, a Nodak Insurance Company agent in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Talk to me about how we can save you money by taking advantage of our multi-vehicle, multi-line, EFT, safe driver, and good student discounts. Call 701-642-9251 for your quote. I'm Carson Zard, your agent with answers. I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call for a quote today.
All right, we're ready for the second half here at NDSCS. Wahpeton jumping ahead 32-26 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Huskies 5-4 with a couple quality wins this year. Breckenridge 11-0. They trail by 6. Wahpeton will have the basketball to start it off. That was Brady DeVries, our new intern at KBMW. Excited to get him on some hockey and basketball broadcasts as a local guy with a great hockey mind. So it'll be really fun to get some of those calls from the Stern this year. Steffens has the ball right wing to open the second half. Swings left wing to Gilbertson. Short corner to King. Tries to force it inside. Bat it around. Cummings able to grab it. Kick it out to Gilbertson with a nice bounce pass right block. Another bucket for Aiden Bonchez. We saw Bonchez come alive at Devil's Lake to help the Huskies win that ball game against the #1 Firebirds. Coming alive again tonight. Avery Smith, spin move in the lane, step through over the top, and he'll finish off the glass. A pretty post move from a guard, Avery Smith. As the Cowboys answer right away, and they needed one. Into the corner, up top now, Steffens. Steffens dribbling near the logo as Wahpeton's looking to set something up. Gilbertson flashes across the three-point line. He'll get it right baseline. Drives on Levi Christensen, steps on the baseline, out of bounds. Cowboys will have a chance to cut it to 3 with a 3. How about Aiden Bonchez? 8 points already in the ball game. Only averaging a couple points per contest this year. Roberts working on Gilbertson. Gives it up to Christensen. He'll swing right wing to Smith, who just had that back to the basket bucket. Sanchez pulls up at the free throw line, fadeaway. Hits nothing but backboard. Rebound, Roberts. Back to Sanchez. Pump fake gets Cummings in the air. Sanchez with the up and under. Little impatient on the jumper. Took his time, went to his second move on the up and under that time. And the Cowboys cut it to 4. Good start to the half for Breckenridge on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Here comes Steffens, reverse layup, hang and bang, knocks it down. 36-30. Steffens looking to get going. Held to single digits scoring in last year's game. Roberts takes the bump in the lane on Gilbertson. Wisely puts the shot up, but they're going to wave it off. Put the basketball underneath the hoop. No, they're going to send him to the line. So great awareness by Cooper Roberts as soon as he felt that contact by Gilbertson. Got the ball high, and they deem he's in the shooting motion. Roberts' first free throw, out. Off the front iron and out. 2 for 3 tonight for Cooper. 37% on the year. Second free throw, good. So Roberts off to a nice start at the stripe. 36-31 Wahpeton. Double overtime game last year that the Cowboys won in the border battle. We may be in for a thriller again. King, short corner, leads the Huskies in scoring today. Steffens, swipe through, drives, middle of the lane, pass fake to Alex Cummings, and he'll finish with the Olay. Underhand finger roll with the touch. Braden Steffens putting on a show here at the BAC. Cowboys trail by 7 again. Inside to Smith. Back to the basket. Kick out. Cooper Roberts. Wide open three. Bang. Cooper Roberts. Get the big man going. And they feed Roberts on back-to-back possessions and cut it back to 4. Steffens dribbling right wing into the corner now. Bonchez, one dribble pass to Steffens. Steffens swings to Gilbertson. Short corner to King. Thought about the jumper. Working on Levi Christensen. He'll get it to Steffens, who will step out to 3. Crossover gets to the right hand. And there's going to be a phantom foul on Avery Smith. Braden Steffens appeared to just lose his footing, and that'll be number 3 on Avery Smith. A tough break for Avery, a key defensive piece on this team. Huskies 20 on the shot clock. Baseline inbound. Gilbertson has it. He'll drive to the elbow. Wraps it inside to a wide open Trey King, and he'll add to his team high in scoring. Cowboys take it up the right side. Paxton Yagi kick out at the elbow. Left wing now to Charlie Krejcia. He'll drive. Free throw line. Kick stolen. Left wing by Steffens. 2-on-2. Steffens, he wants it himself. Little Dessel step drop off. Beautiful dime. And King can't finish. So the rebound batted into the hands of Bonchez, and Wahpeton will get a second chance, up by 6. Gilbertson drives, splits the seam right down Broadway off the window. Gilbertson up to 6. Just like that, they double their lead from 4 to 8. 42-34, 4 minutes elapsed in the second half. Krejcia was had no room to shoot. He has 1 3-point attempt tonight, averaging 8 3 attempts a game. Christensen is going to get tied up underneath as 2 guys come flying in. Possession arrow Cowboys. So Christensen with a little head fake got 2 Huskies to jump over the top of him on the way down. They got their paws on the basketball to tie it up. 42-34. Cooper Kumo will check in. Brock Somerville will check in for the Cowboys. Inbound pass to Roberts. Back to the basket. Waves Ernst through. He'll drive on Gilbertson. Big size advantage. Wraps it around to the free throw line to Levi. Christensen hanging fade with the left hand too hard. Rebound Braden Steffens. Steffens taking it up, working on the freshman. Somerville loses the ball. Trayton King picks it up. He loses it as well. So great job there by Brock Somerville, just pulling the rug out from underneath Steffens on the drive. Caused him to lose his footing. Christensen will take it up the court. Give it over to Ernst on the right wing. Somerville, left wing, gets a ball screen from Christensen. Picks it up at the free throw line. Kicks out to Cooper Roberts. Roberts guarded closely by Gilbertson. He'll back into him. Kick it out to Ernst. Cowboys just struggling to get a rhythm here. Right wing, 10 on the shot clock. Somerville. Turnaround jumper, and it rolls out. Offensive rebound. Christensen tries to throw it off Cooper Kumo. It goes right by his hip pocket, out of bounds. Back to the Huskies. 42-34 Wahpeton again. Breckenridge 11-0 coming into this game. Huskies have led for the majority. Aiden Bonchez will inbound in the backcourt. Breckenridge putting on some pressure with its freshman tandem. Paxton Yagi will guard Steffens. Yagi slides laterally. On Steffens' hip. Steffens will try to get all the way to the hoop. Goes for the reverse. Nope, he'll dump it off to Flack. Had the whole building fooled, and Flack gets into the scoring column at a big time. Christensen passes up the wide open 3. He'll get it back on the perimeter. Fakes the handoff. Back to the basket on Flack. Moving him inside. Goes to his left hand. Steps through. Gets it stripped. Has it back. Kick out to Paxton Yagi. Big 3. Short. And Somerville trying to race underneath the hoop and get the rebound. It goes right through his legs. Out of bounds. Huskies have the ball in a 10-point lead. Timeout Cowboys. They'll take a full one. 44-34. We have not seen this kind of deficit for Breckenridge all season long on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Back in 60 seconds on the i3G Sports Network.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what quality recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Whether your favorite team wears purple, green, red, or any color, Gripper Sports wants to help you show off your school pride. Grippers also has the styles and inventory to fit any need. Gripper Sports Store located on Dakota Avenue in the heart of downtown Wahpeton, helping you show your school pride for over 20 years.
Breckenridge Cowboys coming out of that full timeout presented by High Camp Construction. Once you know who they are, you won't build any other way. Cowboys facing a 10-point deficit with 12:27 to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Huskies looking to pick up another banner win here. Paxton Yagi guarding at the Wildcat logo. Lots of pressure on Steffens, 28 feet from the hoop. Steffens drives, doubled now by Somerville and Yagi. He'll give it up to King. Over to Bonchez. He'll drive on the right wing, over the top of the defense, tries to feed Flack, stolen away by Christensen. Sanchez across the timeline. Bounce pass out to Somerville. Somerville with a pass fake, wraparound inside, double team on Sanchez. Trying to go up over Cuomo, way too strong. Rebound by King. Steffens with the basketball. Once again met by two defenders. They're throwing the freshman fire squad out at Braden Steffens. Into the corner, good step by Cuomo. Finds Bonchez, baseline, middle of the lane. Poked away temporarily, out to Steffens. Pump fake, he'll settle for the three, short. Bonchez with the rebound back to Steffens. Shot clock resets to 20 here under Minnesota rules. Huskies happy to use it all. Cuomo, right wing. And it's going to be a block on Aiden Sanchez. Sanchez a little bit confused there, thought maybe he had legal guarding position moving laterally. But he'll get whistled for the foul. And that's going to bump the shot clock back up to 20 for the Huskies and give them the ball underneath the hoop. First foul on Sanchez. Ernst will check out. Yagi will check out. Roberts into the ball game. Charlie Krejci back into the ball game. Breckenridge going to need to get that three-point shooting off the ground. 15 on the shot clock. Bonchez looking for somewhere to go. Up top to Gilbertson, working on Somerville. Pass over short corner. Cummings, dribble handoff on the wing to Bonchez. He'll pick it up. Up top, Gilbertson. 3 on the shot clock. Gilbertson loses the dribble. Mid-range jumper off the back iron. Fight for the rebound. Cummings hits the floor. Tapped into the hands of Aiden Sanchez. Sanchez flips it over the top of a double team to Levi Christensen. He'll spin in the paint, and a foul on Alex Cummings, who came in there and just manhandled the basketball away from Christensen, and he's going to get whistled. That's a tough one. Jeff Ralph wants the jump ball with two thumbs in the air, and Levi Christensen dribbled right into disaster, and Alex Cummings picks up a cheap foul. So jump ball, it's going to stay with the Cowboys. Maybe it's the break they needed. We'll see if they can get that long-awaited triple off the baseline inbounds. But Charlie Krejci flanked by Bonchez. And the lob pass stolen by Jack Gilbertson. Gilbertson in the front court going up against Roberts, and he'll finish over the top of him. All Huskies here to start the border battle. Up by a dozen. Krejci drives, kicks it out. Open three passed up by Somerville. He'll airball a floater. Gets his own rebound, but he throws it into the hands of Cuomo. Up to Gilbertson. Gilbertson crossover. Gets by Roberts. Misses. But Trey King gets the rebound. He misses. Flack goes up, and he'll draw the foul on Hunter Bogenreef. Back-to-back O boards. Boardman gets paid, and the Huskies are cashing in, 46-34. Rylan Flack, 2 points in the ball game. He heads to the charity stripe. First shot is up. It's good. Largest lead of the ball game at 13 for the Huskies. Breckenridge just 1 3-pointer in the game so far. Wahpeton with 5 of them. Second free throw from double three is off the back iron. Rebound Levi Christensen. Christensen across the timeline looking to give someone the ball. Somerville will pop out on the high wing. Nice little pass fake. Nice one-hand dish to Christensen, who gets knocked off his drive by King. Foul on the Huskies. So 3 team fouls apiece here in the second half. And that's just the first on Trey King, who's having a phenomenal game. 13 points for Trayton King. Came in here averaging 7. Sophomore's ready for the lights. Bounce pass off the inbounds to Roberts. He's got a one-on-one chance on Gilbertson through the contact. Count it. Cooper Roberts, a big size advantage on Gilbertson. Gilbertson just tries to bear hug him, and Roberts says, I'm going to get a basket on the way. Chance to cut it to 10 here, under 10 on the clock here in the game. Four team fouls on the Huskies. Cowboys trying to get into that bonus so they can stop the clock. Roberts knocks it down. Roberts quietly coming alive in this one, doing a lot of it at the free throw line. Steffens across the timeline, working at the Wildcat logo. Left wing now, Bonchez. Bonchez with a ball fake, dribbling on Sanchez, gives it up to Gilbertson. Gilbertson drives left side, gets 2 guys in the air on the pump fake. He'll hand it off to Flack. Flack gets blocked by Sanchez. We're going to get a foul call by the trail official. Sometimes that's the guy who's got the good look at it, looking right down that lane line. So Flack, 1 for 2 last time at the line. He's got 3 points on the day. First free throw's good. Another big man on this roster with a good-looking shot. Avery Smith back in. He'll be playing with 3 fouls. Smith with 2 points in this ball game. 48-37 Huskies on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Krejci, Smith, Roberts, Sanchez, Christensen on the floor for Breck. Flack, Gilbertson, Bonchez, Steffens, and King for Wahpeton. 2 for 2 trip at the line for Ryland Flack. Quickly up court, tipped out of bounds as Jack Gilbertson goes banging into the Breckenridge bench there. Good effort from the sophomore. Cowboys will inbound to Avery Smith, trailing by a dozen. Off the screen, Charlie Krejci pulls up for the mid-ranger, knocks it down. Hasn't been able to get loose on the three-point line, but he does have 2 mid-range jumpers. And it's back down to 10 on your CFI scoreboard. 49-39 Wahpeton. Gilbertson working right wing. Over to the left side now to Steffens. Steffens, slow dribble. Methodical pace here. He'll pull it out. Kick it to Bonchez. Over to Gilbertson. Gilbertson, mid-lane pass over to Steffens. Steffens pulls up at the free throw line. Hanging fade. Way off the mark. Rebound into the hands of Avery Smith. Cowboys looking to get it down to single digits. Throw the records out the window. You know it's going to be a game when the bordering teams collide. Krejci kicks it out to Smith. He'll go top of the key to Levi. Levi gets a little momentum. Pretty spin move to the right hand, and the student section wanted to run out on the floor after that one. Levi Christensen showing off his guard skills. Dribbles from the top of the key, spin to the paint, and on the other side, Wahpeton's going to pick up a reach-in foul underneath. Levi Christensen having a breakout offensive game. 13 for Christensen. And that ties King. So those two have been difference makers, doubling up on their season average. But Wahpeton clinging to an 8-point lead with 8:17 to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Gilbertson dribbling on Lopez, gets by, nice pass through the smallest of openings to King, and King retakes the game scoring lead on the assist from Jack Gilbertson. Huskies make it 10. Christensen Bounce pass into the corner to Roberts. He'll take it right into the heart of the paint. Picks up his dribble back out to Christensen. Christensen, right wing to Sanchez. Over to Connor Ernst. He picks up the dribble, nearly throws it away. Sanchez able to hang on. Sanchez will drive, and he throws the layup over the rim. Here comes Steffens in transition. Turned away at the baseline by Christensen. A good job there, giving up a little bit of a speed disadvantage. Turns away the star guard. Steffens up high now, working in front of the scorer's table on Joel Lopez. One of the best defenders on this team, just a ninth grader. Sanchez guarding Kumo. Kumo drives in, gets hammered. No call. Rebound Christensen. He rips the ball away from Cummings. Cowboys have a 2-on-2. Here comes Christensen. He gets bumped, throws it up, and nearly makes a circus and one. 3 quarters down and pops back out, but Christensen doing guard stuff out there. Gets the rebound, takes it coast to coast. Chance to cut it to 8. A lot of ball game left here, 7 minutes. We do have a shot clock, but Breckenridge has got to start coming up with stops. One of the best things they can do is draw fouls and stop the clock. Christensen hits the first free throw. $14 for Christensen. 15 for Christensen. Ties Drayton King for the game-high lead in points. Huskies by 8, 51-43 on your CFI scoreboard as we go under 7 minutes. Game 1 of 2 today, Border Battle basketball. Steffens dribbling against Yagi, nowhere to go. Gives it to Kumo in the corner. Kumo is going to step through and shoot a floater off the mark. Tipped away by Cummings into the hands of Cooper Roberts, and Steffens will pick up a foul about 85 feet away from the basket. That's foul number 6 on Wahpeton. Good news for you Cowboy fans. Next one puts them in the bonus. No Charlie Krejci in the ball game. Would be time for a Charlie Krejci 3. We'll see if somebody else can step up in that role. Somerville gets it to the elbow. Cooper Roberts. And he's going to travel before he ever puts the ball down. Trying to get that little lean on his back. Working on Gilbertson, but Gilbertson just takes a step back. And Roberts ends up sliding the pivot. So a costly turnover for the Cowboys. 51-43 Huskies on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Clock's a ticking on the Cowboys' perfect season. King with the basketball. Trying to drive on Ernst. He will get by him, and he will finish. Game high 17 for Trey King. Breckenridge with a skip pass here, trailing by 10. Nice crossover and a no-look pass from Somerville to Christensen, who gets hammered, hits the floor, gives it up. And we're going to get a timeout here by the Breckenridge Cowboys. 53-43 Huskies. They have kept Breckenridge at bay throughout this game. 5:51 to go. Breckenridge 11-0. Wahpeton looking for the big upset to start the party today. Cowgirls game coming up at 4:30. Back in 60 seconds after a High Camp construction timeout.
You're never alone at Twin Town Villa. We see you, we hear you, and more than that, we're here for you.
So much peace of mind knowing that our parents are at Twin Town Villa.
We looked at a couple of other places, but once we saw the day-to-day life at Twin Town Villa, our minds were made up.
The staff sees us and hears us as family too, our entire family.
It's a wonderful shared experience for our whole family, with mom and dad's welfare front and center.
Twin Town Villa. They see you, they hear you, and they're here for you.
You and your family are never alone at Twin Town Villa.
Undefeated Breckenridge, unable to get anything going on the offensive side today against Wahpeton. Just one three-pointer by the Cowboys. Cooper Roberts not getting to the low post area and using that 6'5" size. Huskies have drawn up a game plan and stuck to it as they lead 53-43, under 6 to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge will have the basketball as they get a timeout just before the loose ball. They'll take it out at the 28-foot line right in front of their bench. Sanchez to inbound. Somerville coming off a staggered screen. He'll get it up top. Gets a screen from Christensen and Ernst. Gives it up to Sanchez. Sanchez collects, spins, kicks out to Christensen. One-on-one on Cummings. Christensen picks up the dribble, kicks it out to Somerville. He'll try the lane, finds Ernst in the short corner. Ernst with a bounce pass mid-lane to Christensen. Old school retro touch. Dead on off the glass. You don't see that often from the middle of the lane as Christensen ties the game high with 17 points, back down to 8. Gilbertson dribbles into the lane. And they'll find Cummings, and Cummings will roll it around and down. Little one-hand finish. Took him till 5:11 in the game to hit the box score. That's a clutch shot that extends the lead to 10. Spin move by Somerville in the lane. He'll get hacked on the way up. Cowboys stop the clock. Somerville gets into the spin cycle in the middle of the lane, goes for that finger roll, gets a defender's arm draped over his. He'll shoot 2. 17 for Christensen, 17 for King. Everybody else has been fairly quiet. 11 for Braden Steffens as Somerville hits the first free throw. He's got 3 points. Jack Gilbertson with 8. Can't forget about Aiden Bonchez with 8 big ones. 9 for Sanchez. 11 for Roberts, including the Cowboys' only three-pointer. Back down to 8 after a pair of free throws from the freshman Somerville. He'll check out of the game. Charlie Krejci will come back in and look for the Cowboys to try to force the ball to him. Big three-pointer could cut into this lead. Steffens will take it across the timeline. Left wing now Gilbertson. One dribble back to Steffens. Nearly a backcourt violation. Steffens handles. Back to Gilbertson. Playing keep away from the Huskies. Gilbertson skip pass to Bonchez. Right side of the lane. He'll back it out. Pass over to Steffens. Back to Bonchez. He'll unleash the 3. It's off the mark. Steffens with the rebound at the free throw line. And the clock continues to run. Short corner bounce pass to Flack. And Charlie Krejci gets in to tie it up, but the basketball will stay underneath with the Huskies. You know, in a game where it's been hard to find a whole lot of positives for Breckenridge, they have gotten in on those loose balls and tied up several jumps. As Gilbertson pulls up from the free throw line, hard off the back tin, and Roberts will pull down the rebound. Roberts carving up a little space there. He'll kick it to Sanchez, passes up the 3, drives in, gets a step on Flack, and a nice finger roll. Cowboys have cut it to 6. Still 4:11 to go in the ballgame on your CFI scoreboard. In dire need of a stop here. Can the Cowboys hunker down? Easier said than done against the Braden Steffens-led Huskies, who've gotten a tremendous game out of Trey King tonight. Gilbertson drives, kicks. Here comes King, middle of the lane. Falls over, but he gets the pass to Flack. Flack won't finish. Avery Smith on the rebound. Huskies hanging all over him, and we'll get a foul called from across the court. And they will send Avery Smith to the line. Double whammy against Wahpeton there. Not only do they get the foul, it stops the clock and gives Breckenridge a chance to cut it to 4. Big time play by Smith. That's why he's in there. Guard the perimeter. Play defense and rebound. Big free throws coming for Avery Smith. Cowboys trail by 6, 3:44 to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. First free throw's up. It's good. He'll get a second. 3 points on the night for Avery Smith. None bigger than that one. 55-50 Huskies. Smith, 3 dribbles. Takes a look at the rim, lets it fly, knocks it down. We got a 4-point game here. Breckenridge back from the brink of death. They trailed by a dozen in this one, and they have cut it to 55-51 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll see if Breckenridge puts on some full court pressure, try to speed up the Huskies. They will bring Ernst and Smith into the backcourt. They'll pull Smith back. Ernst will just let Gilbertson walk it across. Gilbertson waves Bonchez through. He'll dribble to the top. Ball screen by Cummings. Gilbertson hands it off to Bonchez left wing. Passes it up top now. Steffens. He'll take it over in front of the Huskies bench. Swings it right wing Gilbertson. Gilbertson to Steffens left side. Thought about a 3. Puts it on the ground. Free throw line King. Tipped by by Sanchez. Huskies still moving it. Gilbertson, wraparound pass, and that is going to bounce into the arms of Jeff Ralph, who will hand it to the official. And the basketball goes back to the Breckenridge Cowboys. Cowboys can cut it to 1 with a 3 here. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Right wing Roberts. Roberts working on Gilbertson. He'll put the ball down, passes it in the corner to Smith. Smith doesn't take a lot of threes. He'll give it up here to Christensen. He waves Sanchez through. Left wing, Ernst, ball screen. Swings it over to Smith, high right side. 10 on the shot clock. Breckenridge has not been able to get into anything. Here comes Smith on the drive. Nowhere to go. Gets it to Sanchez. Through traffic, kick out to Ernst. At the shot clock buzzer, short. Rebound by Bonchez. Cowboys took up the entire shot clock, came up empty-handed. Huskies by 4 with 2.5 to go. Timeout called by Jeff Ralph and the Wahpeton Huskies. Looking to knock off the 11-0 Breckenridge Cowboys. They got to hang on for 2:21 here at the BAC. Wahpeton 55, Breckenridge 51. Huskies ball 21 on the shot clock after this high camp construction timeout. You're listening to Border Battle Basketball here on the i3G Sports Network. Game 1 of 2 today.
American by Wyndham, Baymont by Wyndham, and Travelodge by Wyndham are the preferred hotels of NDSCS Athletics. Coming to town for a game? Let me give you the address and phone numbers for all the hotels that got a big thumbs up from Willie Wildcat himself. American by Wyndham at 2029 210 Drive, Wahpeton, 701-642-8365. Baymont by Wyndham, 1800 210 Drive, Wahpeton, 701-642-5000. And Travelodge by Wyndham at 995 21st Avenue North, Wahpeton, 701-642-8731. Go Cats! McGough Construction is a proud supporter of Wildcat basketball. We are grateful for the numerous construction projects that we are managing in the region, including NDSCS's Precision Ag and Diesel Complex. Building for the next generation, we are committed to the community. Go Wildcats from McGough Construction.
All right, the horn sounds on that high camp construction timeout. We got a good crowd packing in here today. Temperatures below 0, travel not advised, but everybody making it out for the annual border battle. Breckenridge trying to complete a 12-point comeback here at NDSCS, but Wahpeton has the ball with 2:21 to go. Right in front of their own bench. 21 on the shot clock into the backcourt to Jack Gilbertson. Gilbertson driving on Ernst. He'll kick. Bonchez right back to Gilbertson. Expect Wahpeton to use most of this shot clock and get one of their star guards into isolation. Gilbertson, crossover, left side. Nowhere to go, kicks it to King. Shot clock buzzer winding down, and the Cowboys hold. 55-51, and if the Cowboys can get on the board here, we're going to enter buzzer beater territory. So we have a 4-point game. Huge possession here for Breckenridge, trying to cut it to a 1-score contest. Roberts will lead the offense here. A little bit of pressure from Gilbertson on Roberts. 6'5" point forward, gets it across. Ball screen up top by Christensen. Roberts over the top of the defense. Defender not called for a block despite having his back turned to Roberts. Tough break for the Cowboys. And here comes King. King double teamed by Smith. Gets it up to Gilbertson. Gilbertson nearly coughs it up. Braden Steffens, calm, cool under pressure. He has it up top. Smith in his face. King, top of the key to Gilbertson. Back to Steffens. 10 on the shot clock. Less than 90 seconds left in the game. Ken Steffens put it on ice. He'll give it up to Jack Gilbertson. He drives, and he finishes from underneath the hoop. Reaches back with the right hand. Jack Gilbertson. Balance and poise from the sophomore. 6-point lead for Wahpeton. Final minute coming up. Cowboys need a shot from long range. Keep an eye on number 12, Charlie Krejcia. They have face guarded him the whole game to perfection. Here comes Christensen. Bangs his way inside. Alex Cummings stands tall, turns him away. Steffens fouled from behind by Roberts in the front court. Cowboys need one more to put the Huskies in bonus, and the Huskies look like they might be mushing out of here with the win, handing Breckenridge their first loss of the season. 57-51 Wahpeton, 48 ticks to go. And here come the freshmen substituting defense into the ball game with Paxton Yegi and Joel Lopez. See if Breckenridge can come up with a steal here. Gilbertson gets loose on the inbounds. They pass it up and give it to Steffens. He's trying to run away from the Cowboys. Here he comes into the front court. Breckenridge has to foul. It's poked away, stolen by Sanchez. Scoops it up to Roberts. Roberts can't finish at the rim. Offensive rebound, Sanchez, he will finish. Timeout, Cowboys. Back down to 4 with 33 seconds left. Poked away by Roberts. Unselfish play by Aiden Sanchez as he shovel passes it to the point forward in the open court. And the Cowboys, they're not done yet. They've got a pulse here as we head to the High Camp Construction timeout. You're listening to Border Battle Basketball, back in 30 seconds.
Cargill is working around the clock to continue feeding the world safely, responsibly, and sustainably. Currently hiring for operations technicians starting at $28 an hour, along with $3,000 sign-on bonus. To join the Cargill team, go to careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. That's careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. Equal opportunity employer, including disability veterans. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game.
All right, we're back following the High Camp Construction timeout. Cowboys, they get a big turnover in a bucket from Aiden Sanchez. Offensive rebound on the leak out. Sanchez able to make the second chance count. Cowboys will apply some pressure here as the Huskies will inbound it 90 feet away from their basket. 33 seconds left. It's 57-53 Wahpeton on your CFI scoreboard. See if the Cowboys can come up with another steal here. Trying to keep their unbeaten season alive. Gilbertson runs the baseline, nowhere to go. Finds Steffens in the corner. He'll evade the pressure momentarily. Double team. He's knocked over by Levi Christensen. So Steffens will go to the line, try to make it a 6-point game. He's got to make the first one as the Huskies have just entered the single bonus. The Cowboys will most likely be fouling from here on out. Hanging their hat on missed free throws. It's their best shot to pull out a wild comeback win. Right now, improbability of that is very high. 57-53 Wahpeton. Got to make one to get another. Steffens. First one is good. Steffens shooting in the low 60s at the stripe this year, but he's always been a big game guy. Comes up big there. 58-53 Huskies. Second free throw from Steffens, also good. Cowboys got to go. Brock Somerville advancing the ball. He'll drive, gets past King, but he misses the open layup, gets his own rebound, kicks it to Roberts. Time is running out. Roberts shoots a contested three, air ball. Steffens with the rebound. Cowboys foul, 12 seconds left, and that's probably all she wrote on the unbeaten record for Breckenridge. Give credit to Wahpeton. They have stayed the course. They have weathered several Breckenridge runs as the Cowboys cut it down to 4 multiple times in the second half. 59-53, a dozen seconds left. Could be another big win for the Huskies. Devils Lake 4 wins and now unbeaten Breckenridge. Not a bad resume midway through January, excuse me. Steffens' free throw is off the mark. Rebound to Somerville. And Somerville will throw it away. King will steal it. And Wahpeton will steal the win today. They come in, don't call it an upset. This team plays a very tough schedule, and they hand 11-0 Breckenridge their first loss of the 25-26 basketball season, led by sophomore Trey King and late game poise from Jack Gilbertson and Braden Steffens. And let's not forget a big defensive stand down low by Alex Cummings in the final minutes. 59-53, Wahpeton walks away with a victory, improving to 6-4 on the season, knocking off a top 12 team in Minnesota Class 1A hoops. We'll be back in a moment with a very short Miller Realty postgame show because I got to get down on the floor to film for the Cowgirl Country documentary. We could have another wire-to-wire barn burner on our hands up next.
We know switching your bank can take time, but what if we told you that at Bell Bank, we have a team that knows you by name, or real people that answer the phone within 22 seconds on average? When you bank with Bell, you get local customer service you can trust that will never hit you with sneaky fees. Make the switch to Bell Bank today. It's worth it. Visit www.bell.bank/new to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
All right, right into your Miller Realty postgame show, a tradition of knowledge, integrity, trust, and service. And the Huskies really never let Breckenridge get back in it. A little bit of a scare in the second half when the Cowboys cut it to 4 points twice, but the Huskies, they just watched that lead balloon back up to 10, and they kept it around there for most of the ball game, coming away with a 59-53 victory on your CFI scoreboard. Taking a look at your State Farm stat report, we'll start with the Cowboys. 11 from Aiden Sanchez. Cooper Roberts goes for 13. Levi Christensen, he was very good tonight in the post, and he did a lot off the dribble as they worked hard to keep him off the block. So he had to start off high and use his handles to get there, and he showed his versatility. He finishes with 17. So team high 17. We'll see what King has. That's got to be close to the game high. Charlie Krejci held to 4 points tonight, held without a three-pointer, surprisingly. Brock Somerville with 4, and Avery Smith with 4. And for the Huskies, Trey King, big night for the sophomore. 17 for King. So King and Christensen, they tie for the game-high scoring to lead the way on your State Farm stat report. Aiden Bonches, 2 threes coming in the first half. Helped Wahpeton get that halftime lead by 6. He scores 8. Cooper Kumo with 4. Flack scores 5. 3 of 4 at the stripe. Steffens hits a pair of threes, and he goes for 14 points. So quiet 14 from Steffens, and Gilbertson, all of his points coming on 2-point baskets, most of them from the mid-range, and none bigger than the basket he made right underneath the rim, where he reached his arm back and was able to complete the layup, and he finishes with 10 points. Alex Cummings with 2 points and a big stop at the low block at the end of the game, and that'll do it for the scoring for Wahpeton, as again, they come away with a 59-53 win. They improved to 6-4 on the season, now with huge wins over number 1 Devils Lake, number 4 wins Minnewacan at the time, and now number 11 Breckenridge in Class 1A. So 3 ranked wins with a 6-4 record, and when one of those 4 losses is to the number 1 team in the state, you got a pretty good resume as we inch closer to March Madness. Taking a look at your player of the game, we got 2 local teams on here tonight, so we'll give it to 2 local players. Why not the game high scorers? King and Christensen, they both came in here averaging 7 a night, and they both score 17. So blowing their season average out of the water to keep their teams in it. They are your Essentia Health players of the game. Essentia Health here with you. And for your play of the game, I'm going to go with the Jack Gilbertson layup on the baseline. Breckenridge had cut the lead to 4 in the second half. Gilbertson went baseline, ran out of room, found himself right in the restricted area, somehow was able to reach his hand back to the opposite side of the rim and roll it over the top. So very nice touch by Jack Gilbertson, who was held without a three-pointer tonight. They took away that mid-range jumper for Gilbertson and Steffens. Both of those guys found ways to score in acrobatic fashion around the rim. So your play of the game presented by Red River Agency. Jack Gilbertson stops the Cowboy rally with a nice layup underneath the basket, and that kind of tilted the momentum back for good for Wahpeton. So we're going to wrap up our Miller Realty postgame show pretty quick today because I got to head down to the court, start filming some on-court highlights for the Cowgirl Country documentary we're doing. We'll play you another quick promo of that since the girls' game's coming up next. No Wahpeton highlights, but, there'll be plenty tonight as both teams square off. You can see everything we're doing for the Breckenridge basketball documentary right now at kbmwnews.com Facebook. In a couple of minutes here, Turner Bluffs will kick up the pregame show for the girls' game. We got girls' stat report on here, girls' power poll. We'll run through those once again. Lady Huskies coming in at 5-5. With a similarly tough schedule to the Breckenridge Cowgirls, who come in here at 9-6, and we could have another really, really good basketball game on our hands. I'm Robert Wanek. One more time with your final 59-53. Huskies, they take down the unbeaten Breckenridge Cowboys here at NDSCS. More Border Battle basketball coming your way on the I3G Sports Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial in Wahpeton, where he makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wahpeton, or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. I'm here to tell you about our hydraulic hoses and fittings. We stock most hoses and fittings from 1/4 inch up to 1.25 inch and rated to 5,500 PSI. From all of us at Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Whether your favorite team wears purple, green, red, or any color, Gripper Sports wants to help you show off your school pride. Grippers also has the styles and inventory to fit any need. Gripper Sports Store, located on Dakota Avenue in the heart of downtown Wahpeton, helping you show your school pride for over 20 years. Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Everybody likes discounts, and really, who doesn't want to save money, especially on their auto insurance? Hi, I'm Carson Zard, a Nodak Insurance Company agent in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Talk to me about how we can save you money by taking advantage of our multi-vehicle, multi-line, EFT, safe driver, and good student discounts. Call 701-642-9251 for your quote. I'm Carson Zard, your agent with answers. I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call for a quote today.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com rehab.com.
Hi, I'm Jay Jolson, a longtime Wahpeton resident, a local business owner, and I'm running for the Wahpeton City Council. I've lived here for over 30 years. It's where I work, where my children went to school, where I built my business, and where I care deeply about our community. I believe in responsible leadership, supporting local businesses, and making decisions that put Wahpeton first. I appreciate your vote on January 27th. Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Wahpeton City Hall. This ad is paid for Jay Jolson on my own behalf.
And welcome, folks, to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. Better get all of that updated for you fine folks out there as we kind of segue from the postgame show into the pregame. And we got game 2 of this border battle coming your way. Breckenridge Cowgirls and Wahpeton Lady Huskies set to square off. And the Breckenridge Cowgirls looking to make it 3 years in a row. And the Wahpeton Lady Huskies looking to get back to, being on the winning side of the river this time around. By the way, if you guys missed the boys' game, if you just happened to tune in, the boys took care of business for the Wahpeton Huskies with a 59-53 victory over the Cowboys, actually led by a dozen at one point in the second half, and then held off the Breckenridge comeback when the Cowboys cut it to 4 with 2 minutes left. But Wahpeton took care of business from there to hang on for the win. 59-53 the final on that once again. And while we go through the final scores, got the score from last year. I missed last year's border battle, which was a bummer. I had, because they were both fantastic games. I was watching on my phone in Arizona. That was the only time I could do the trip. Apologies, folks. So I missed last year's border battle, 64-53. I was at the other two before that, though, 54-44. Breckenridge winning that one as well. So you see about the same cushion there. And then Wahpeton coming out on top in 2023, 71-62, the final in that one. So the Cowgirls looking to, as we said, keep the streak going. Let's dive into your State Farm stat report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. We'll go through the Wahpeton Lady Huskies first, and they got quite the duo leading the way. They've had a lot of girls contributing to this 5-5 start to the year. But Claire Woods and Piper Nelson are definitely the 1-2 punch that they hoped that they were going to be. Maybe Piper Nelson definitely overachieving, I would think. I mean, she's an 8th grader, folks. That's insane. She's been fantastic this year. Wahpeton's 4-2 in the region, 44% from the field, 32% on threes. That's not too bad either. And then 55 on free throws. Like to see that come up, of course. But Claire Woods, as we mentioned, 17.8 points per game, pulling down 7 boards a game, along with 1.2 steals. Shooting 58% from the field, 41% on threes. My goodness, Claire. Shoot more threes. And then 63% on free throws. Piper Nelson, as we said, 16.6 points per game, 3.8 rebounds, 4 assists from the 8th grader, and then 2.3 steals. So really just making her impact felt in a lot of ways while knocking down 36% of threes. My goodness, in high school, that's very good. 67% on free throws, 41% on field goals. So would like to see those 2-point percentage maybe come up a little bit here. But then we got some other Huskies we want to run through here. I'm scared I'm going to accidentally say the her sister's name, I believe. Ashlyn Max, the 7th grader, wearing number 3 for the Huskies. And she's averaging 6.6 points per game, 2 rebounds, a steal, and an assist as well. She's really come on here of late. Camber Malk had a lot of nice things to say about her when we had our interview. I'm going to make sure to post that this weekend as well. Apologies. We didn't get our Optimum Athletes video up there, but if you listen to it on KBMW on Friday, it's a fantastic interview with Camber Malk. We'll tell you more about her as this continues on. But then Claire Langenwalter, averaging 4.9 points, 1.8 rebounds, and an assist per game, or and a steal per game, apologies, from the senior. That is a look at the Lady Huskies portion of your State Farm stat report. Now let's swing over to the Breck girls as they're led once again by Parker Yagi. They haven't lost the border battle since she was a freshman. So she's looking to close out in her final one as she averages 14.9 points per game. Breckenridge coming off their best win of the season, by the way, if you ask a lot of folks, against DGF, who was ranked number 5 in the state in 2A and only had 2 losses on the year before that. So Breckenridge, in a grueling HOL, took care of them in their last game. Parker, a big reason for that, but she only scored 6 points in that game. So just wanted to throw that out there. She's shooting 40.5% from the field, 37% on threes, but almost 90% on free throws. And then 8.5 rebounds, 3.7 assists, and almost 4 steals a game, 3.9. And then we got Emily Gowan. She's really having a strong senior year after missing all of last season. She's averaging 12 a night, 2.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, and also 2 steals a game. Jonica Bernardes, 12.8 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, along with 2.6 assists. Just a hair over 2 steals a game. Sienna Fobb, who's going to be squaring off against her former team, as this is her first year playing for Breckenridge after moving across the river. She's averaging 6.5 points per game for the Cowgirls, as her and Mariah Coltis have been trading off starter duties. She's also pulling down 4.1 rebounds, an assist, and a block per game, just coming off her best defensive game. Also, as she had to go up against Aria Garrett, who's probably the best big in the HOL, and Sienna Fobb did a fantastic job on her, holding her to a dozen. So Ava Janing, averaging 7.5 points per game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and also 2.8 steals per game. As they look once again at your State Farm Stat Report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. And we'll take a very quick break here on the Red River Grain pregame show, where we loop back with some other pregame elements, including keys to the game, injury report. Also going to mix in our Gruber Sports Grip Fit Check, of course, as well as our starting lineups. We've got a lot to cover. We'll be back shortly.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Are you tired of fixing the same problems? Here at Ready, we offer performance seating solutions that last. Whether it's new parts for your drill or a complete rebuild of your air seeder, we can help. We resolve your challenges through in-house engineering, manufacturing, and sourcing of the highest quality North American-made products. We are ready to bring our passion and expertise directly to your farm to solve all your equipment challenges. Reach out to us at 701-205-1485 and schedule your free inspection today.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. Turnable office on AM 1450 KBMW. Apologies if you guys hear me say B92.7. That's usually where I'm over at, as we usually have the Breckenridge games on B92.7 FM. So apologies if you have me yelling out the wrong station every now and then. But it's going to be time for our keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors in Wahpeton. And mine's going to be just like who can take care of the ball the best, because that is Breckenridge wants a chaotic game. So if they're going to win the turnover battle, they don't even care if they have a lot of them. If the other team has more than them, usually it's going to be a good recipe. They turned over Staples, I think, 30 times like last week, and obviously they're going to want to kind of turn it up even a little bit more when got a little bit of a younger backcourt. That's just call what it is. We'll see. I know Piper Nelson's been having a fantastic 8th grade campaign so far, but I know Breckenridge is going to want to kind of even bring the pressure even more. That's everyone in the backcourt, not just her, but so I think that, just whoever's going to take care of the ball the best here, bigger court. Also, we got Wahpeton playing a little bit of a different format. I talked with Coach Watson how that's going to come into play, as it is a Breckenridge home game, so they play halves, and he said he's not really too worried about it. It's going to be 4 more minutes of game time. He doesn't think that's going to make a difference. It's not like your team, the wheels completely fall off if you ever play an overtime game, so it's kind of just like that. So that's going to be mine for today. Just whoever's going to be taking care of the ball today for the Smith Motors keys to the game once again. And now we'll run through your starting lineups, brought to you by CHI St. Francis, or my injury report, apologies, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. And nobody out for either team in this game, so very happy to report that. As looks like, I know that Jonica Bernarda has been kind of having a little bit of a nagging knee injury lately, and
got a little banged up in the last game too, so I didn't know if that was going to be questionable, but she's saying you're not keeping me out of my last border battle game. I get it. So look at your injury report brought to you by CHI St. Francis once again. And we'll continue with the starting lineups when we come back after this quick break here on the Red River Grain pregame show once again. Serving local farmers since 1986. And the starting lineups will be brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
You're never alone at Twin Town Villa. We see you, we hear you, and more than that, we're here for you.
So much peace of mind knowing that our parents are at Twin Town Villa.
We looked at a couple of other places, but once we saw the day-to-day life at Twin Town Villa, our minds were made up.
The staff sees us and hears us as family too, our entire family.
It's a wonderful shared experience for our whole family, with Mom and Dad's welfare front and center.
Twin Town Villa. They see you, they hear you, and they're here for you.
You and your family are never alone at Twin Town Villa.
Pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. And I got your starting lineups lined up for you. Brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. And we'll start off with the Wahpeton Lady Huskies. They go like this, and as we've been talking about throughout the pregame show, Piper Nelson will be wearing number 2. She's a 5'6", 8th grader who is a walking bucket. She's a fantastic scorer for this squad. And Breckenridge is going to have their hands full trying to slow her down. Number 10, Cambry Malk. Once again, apologies, I haven't got that interview out, but she was a fantastic interview. I always kind of get a chuckle out of the ones that seem more qualified for interviews than I do, and she falls into that camp. So you guys are going to have to check that out when we post our Optimum Athlete segment. We just had the audio version. Haven't put it on YouTube yet. Apologies for that. But Cambry Malk, she's going to be making her impact felt as well. One of the junior kind of vets on this team. She wears number 10 and is listed at 5'8", as mentioned. And then number 12, Gracie Falk, a sophomore on this team, listed as at 5'7". And then we also have Claire Langenwalter, rocking number 22, the lone senior in the starting lineup. And then we have Claire Woods rounding it out, having a really strong sophomore year and, carrying on that tradition that, Scout kind of got started here with putting together some fantastic seasons. And this would fit in right with a Scout season with how well that Claire is off to start off the year, and it's been really fun to see. And it's going to be fun to see if she's going to step out and try to knock down some shots too, as she's got quite the pair of posts that she's going to be going up against as far as matching up with height. I'll tell you about one of them here when we get into the starting lineups for the Breckenridge Cowgirls. And they go like this with Breck led by number 2, Jonica Bernades, one of their seniors, and Parker Yegi, of course, program's all-time leading scorer. And Jonica Bernades just joined the 1,000-point club just recently for the Cowgirls, actually just like a week or two ago. So that was really fun. Make sure to go check it out on our Facebook page if you want to see video of her knocking down that 3. But as mentioned, Bernades listed at 5'8", and we're number 2, Yegi number 3. They're joining the starting 5 by Piper Janning, 5'9" junior, wearing number 10. Also starting is number 21, Emily Gowan, who, as we mentioned, coming off of missing her entire junior year with a knee injury. She's listed at 5'8", and will run the point on occasion for the squad, too. And then Sienna Fobb getting the start against her former team. That's going to be a fun storyline here for the 6'1" junior, as she's going to be battling against Claire Woods. Claire was very that was quite the front court when those two were on the same team. So it's going to be interesting to see them go at each other, and grew up together. So it's going to be kind of a fun matchup between the two. And Breckenridge has been starting between Mariah Coltis and Sienna Fobb, kind of trading off games between the two. And I'm assuming even if it was Mariah's turn in the rotation, I think she would say you can have this one, Sienna, because it's going to be fun to see how she does against her former team here in the border battle. We'll take our final break here on the Red River Grain pregame show. Once again, serving the local farmer since 1986. You are listening to the border battle on AM 1450 KBMW. Like I said, I'm going to try to get used to getting back to being on the AM station here on the Voice of the Valley.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial in Wahpeton, where he makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wahpeton, or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
Parents, keep your kids on track by scheduling a well child or teen visit at Essentia Health. Annual well child visits help catch potential issues early to support the healthiest future possible. In addition to thorough exams and vaccinations, our team provides valuable health and safety advice and takes time to discuss any physical or mental health concerns. Call your local Essentia Health clinic or visit essentiahealth.org to schedule a well child or teen visit today.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. I'm here to tell you about our hydraulic hoses and fittings. We stock most hoses and fittings from 1/4 inch up to 1.25 inch and rated to 5,500 PSI. From all of us at Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley, we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Folks, as we wrap up the Red River Grain pregame show, once again serving local farmers since 1986. Set for a fun border battle matchup. Jumping up, going to be former teammates Sienna Fobb and Claire Woods. Fobb wins the opening tip. Jonica Bernadez will start it off. Go over to Emily Gowan on the right wing. It's Parker Yagi. Yagi looking to go to Fobb. Kick out to the left corner to Jonica Bernadez. Bernadez attacks off the balance. Jumper is up from Fobb off the mark. Long rebound, but they're going to call a push. Looks like that's on Emily Gowan. Going for the loose ball. Inbounding will be Gracie Falk. We'll see what they're going with here. I think they were saying foul on Gowan. Not sure they had to talk it over that long, but we're back into it. Claire Woods gets the inbound. Goes back to Falk. Woods with the ball. Trying to get by Yagi and Sienna Fobb. That's going to be a 10 call. Breckenridge is setting the tone defensively. Their full court press was given DGF fits their last go around as good as they've looked all year. Going to try to keep that going now. Piper Janing was open on the block. She'll go outside instead. Nice little crossover to get to the cup. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Parker Yagi and then tied up by Piper Nelson. Nelson will now inbound after the jump ball. Nelson inbounds. Malk gets it ahead to Gracie Falk. Falk to Piper Nelson. She goes to Claire Woods near the three-point line. Woods trying to back down Fobb. Fobb with the block and the rebound. Nice defensive play there from Fobb. Going to get against her former team. Kick out to the corner. Piper Janing, pump fake and go. Gets batted out. Loose ball tipped into the back court or into the other side of half court. Emily Gowan brings it back. Kick out to the corner to an open Piper Janing. She puts up a three. Off the mark, rebounded by Yagi. Parker Yagi going to work for the layup. Off the mark, both teams still scoreless. Piper Janing drop off to Parker Yagi for the first points. Parker Yagi into the scoring column. 16:27 left to go. This is opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Piper Nelson almost has it poked free. Kicks it out to an open shooter in the right corner. Shot is up. Off the mark. Rebounded by Yagi. Tied up for another jump ball, it's looking like. I can say on the wrist, actually. Gracie Falk picking up the foul. Emily Gowan. Crosses the timeline. Gets to the lane and lays it up for two. Emily Gowan. The right-handed layup. Now Claire Langenwalter feeds it up to Piper Nelson. Nelson has it poked free, and now it's stripped free. Emily Gowan, also the go-to defender in the starting five for Breck. They kick it out to the corner, and pass was tipped. So we'll stay here with Breck. 4-0. Breckenridge lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Officials talking it over. They're going to say it was tipped by Coach Brian Watson. Going to dispute it a little bit. So now we're getting back into it. Inbounding right in front of the Wahpeton bench, so they don't really have a choice but to listen to Coach Watson voice his grievances. 15:34 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Playing Minnesota rules here too, so the bonus is going to come into effect. North Dakota, they do 5 fouls and into the bonus for each quarter. Since we're in halves, we do 7 for 1 and 1, and then 10 for double bonus. All three seniors in the starting five into the scoring column for Breckenridge. Jonica Bernades nets the free throw. 5-0 lead for Breck on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton boys set the tone here in the border battle with a 59-53 victory right before this. As Jonica Bernades makes it a 6-0 lead. Wahpeton gets it over to Claire Woods, running up the left sideline. Has it deflected while she tries passing it out. Nelson looking to inbound. Also checked into the game a bit ago was Taylor Malk, number 0 for Wahpeton. Claire Woods lets it rip and nets it for 3. Claire Woods gets Wahpeton into the scoring column. Jonica Bernades picked up at half court, fires ahead to Piper Janing. Nice drop down to Sienna Fobb for her first points of the night. 4 Breck starters into the scoring column. 8-2 lead for Breckenridge, or 8-3 lead for Breck. Claire Woods trying to make it back-to-back buckets. Tries going to that Euro step and Breck ball. We'll see how many times Claire Woods is going to be hitting from downtown tonight. As Ava Janning will check in. Ryan Coltis coming shortly later. And also Gracie Falk had to check out of the game with a pair of fouls. Skipped over to Parker Yagi, who's going to nail the three. Yagi's second bucket of the game. Nelson throws it up to Taylor Malk. Taylor Malk doesn't have anyone around her. Right-handed layup off the mark, but the follow is good. Putback is good from Ella Langenwalter. Giving a spark off the bench, 11-5 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And now Ava Janning with the floater off the mark, out of bounds. I'm going to say Piper Nelson deflected that one. Cowgirls with an 11-5 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Mariah Coltis off the inbound. Doesn't miss many of those mid-range jumpers out of bounds. That's kind of her sweet spot. Off of Yagi. Nelson inbounds to Woods. Claire Woods with Mariah Coltis guarding. Coltis, Gardner all the way up the sideline. Get over to Taylor Malk. Piper Nelson looking to go at freshman Ava Janning. Now Claire Woods has it. She's going to let another one rip and knock it down. Saying, if you're not going to come out and guard me, I'm going to hit that. Claire Woods for three. 11-8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard here in the border battle. Breckenridge in the lead. Mariah Coltis. Parker Yeagy's looking to answer with a triple. Off the mark. Coltis with the follow and off the mark. Follows it again for two. Mariah Coltis. The pair of rebounds and the lay-in. 13-8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton's going to throw that one out of bounds. Breckenridge has 5 girls in the scoring column already. And then Claire Woods with a pair of triples. And their other bucket coming courtesy of Ella Langenwalter. And Mariah Coltis left wide open. Off the mark with the left hand. They're going to say out of bounds, or actually a foul, I think, beforehand on Anna Spear. Numero uno, who just checked in the game. Just celebrated her birthday on Thursday as well. We were at DGF. As Wahpeton able to break the press. Oh, Piper Nelson with a nice little behind the back, but Ava Janning comes away with the steal, and you see how she dribbles to get up. She actually did that to turn it into a bucket in Breck's last game. Jonica Bernardes gets a ball screen. Looking to get downhill, kicks it out to a wide open Anna Spear, who's going to hit the three. Both teams looking to let it rip from deep here to start off the game. Cowgirls up 16-8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ella Langenwalter up the sideline, and now thrown out of bounds. She was looking to get Piper Nelson on the perimeter. Nelson still held scoreless thus far. She'll get it spelled here. Skyly Polskamp into the game for her first action, along with Ashlyn Max. Heard a lot of good things about Ashlyn Max coming into this ball game, so excited to see what the 7th graders got for Wahpeton. Out of bounds. There are a lot of girls here that have been playing in these border battles since they were in junior high. Also got Yagi and Bernardes, of course. As Jonica Bernardes got a hand on that one and then off of Claire Woods' foot. I think Claire got a little varsity time as an 8th grader, if I remember correctly. Someone can correct me on that, but I'm 90% sure she got some time as an 8th grader. Ava Janning will bring it up. Gets it over to Jonica Bernades. Bernades to Anna Spear. Spear has already hit from deep once. Has it stripped this time. They're going to call a foul on the ground. Had a little bit of time if she was going to attempt the triple, but instead went with the dribble drive. Cowgirls with the last 5 points in this game. Sienna Fobb checks into the game, and hands and feet ready to shoot. Sienna Fobb with the midi. It's fun watching her come alive here, adjusting to a brand new team as, apologies, missed out on the camera. As it got tied up for a jump ball, or was going to, but we actually had a foul. And they're going to say that is on Jonica Bernades. Piper Nelson back into the game, so really short breather for her. Ava Janning will be guarding the inbound. Claire Woods receives the inbound pass, trying to get it back to Nelson, but Ava Janning sticking to her like glue, getting on the floor for it, but she's going to get called for the foul. Looks like a loose ball foul. Seems like more fouls than it actually has been. That's only the 4th on Breckenridge. Listeners at home probably saying, that seems actually pretty much right on. That's a lot of fouls for this early on in the game as Piper Janning tries picking off the pass off the inbound, but out of bounds. By the way, Breckenridge Cowboys, their loss to Wahpeton today was their first of the season. They entered the border battle 11-0. Can't remember the last time the Cowboys had won that many games to start a year. As Claire Woods will hand it off. And getting downhill is Cambry Malk as she got tied up with Jonica Bernades. Good awareness to know that she can get tied up on that. Let's see if they call it on the floor or a shooting foul. Bernades back-to-back fouls, so she'll head to the bench with 11:22 left. The 6th-year varsity contributor, so it wouldn't be crazy if they let her play with 2 fouls a little later in the half, but giving her a rest now makes sense as Cambry Malk gets the friendly roll on that one. 18-9 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Malk makes it a 2-for-2 trip. Huskies into double figures, 18-10 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janning throws it up to Sienna Fobb. Does a great job tracking it down, rotating it over for a wide open triple. Yegi doesn't make him pay, but Sienna Fobb with the follow. Coming out on a mission against her former team. Sienna Fobb at the stripe. She's got 4 points to open up this contest. Knocks down the first free throw. And you see Sienna up close and listed at 6'1". I think she might actually be 6'2", but, you know, that's just me taking a guess at it. But her jumper is what is really kind of, you know, at the beginning of the year was kind of already good. And then everything else kind of needed some kind of fine-tuning to start off the year. But the jumper always looks smooth. 20-10 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Anna Spear in the ball game. Parker Yagi guarding the inbound. So it's thrown down to Claire Woods. It's already hit from deep twice, so Sienna Fobb was ready for that one. Tell how aggressive she was on the contest. Claire Langenwalter with Yagi guarding. And some very tough defense from Parker Yagi. Claire Langenwalter was kind of doing a little forearm shivvy to keep her at arm's length, and Coach Bogenreed was looking for a foul call, and then Parker Yagi maybe got a little physical in the next exchange, so we're just going to call that out of bounds. 16 fouls on Breck so far, 4 on Wahpeton. This is a home game for BHS once again, as the floater is up from Piper Nelson. She's got a pair of free throws coming as she looks to get into the scoring column. And I'm glad the officials aren't being sticklers about this, because usually it's you wear your home greens, and then in North Dakota, you wear white at home. But all the coaches said, let's do this. We never get to be the white jerseys, so let's switch this year. Looks like nobody had any problems with that as Piper Nelson buries the first free throw. Jonica Bernades already coming back in with 2 fouls. 10:36 left to go. So they're trusting her. Nelson makes it a 2-for-2 trip. Huskies perfect at the stripe so far, 4 for 4. They trail 20-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As Jonica Bernades is close to getting a 10 call, but head coach Tony Bogenreef helping her out with a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Heitkamp Construction. You're listening to the Border Battle on AM 1450 KBMW. Cowgirls lead by 8 at the break.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Back after that Heitkamp Construction timeout. We got a 20-12 score. Breckenridge in the lead. 2012, also the year yours truly graduated. Feeling old today. Jonica Bernades in the right corner. Piper Janning now has it. Bernades feeds the high post. Very nice kick out to an open on a spear, and three-pointer won't fall. And coming out of that is Piper Nelson. Good instincts there with the feet ahead for the 2. And dropping that in was Ashlyn Max. Flanking Nelson in transition, so a pair of junior high guards making their impact felt. Jonica Bernades answering with a 3. Bernades. Big hit from deep. As Wahpeton trying to beat Breck down the floor. They rotate it over. Bernades now with 5 points. Claire Woods. Oh, actually hit it's supposed to be out of bounds. Hit the behind the backboard. Don't see that very often. I like the confidence though. 23-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. $9:24 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As a discussion over there by the Breck bench. Not sure what that's all about, but Ashlyn Max looking for an open teammate. Gets it into Claire Woods. Parker Yagi with the poke, and now she'll get fouled. Yagi, kind of known as one of the stronger, kind of the bullies of the HOL. It's not often she takes a shot like that. Claire Woods. That's quite the collision. Two very strong athletes. As Jonica Bernades was the high post to Piper Janning. Janning, the step around, off the mark. And out of bounds off Breck, who leads 23-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Inbounded to Woods, but she'll end up losing it. So turnovers in the full court. That's kind of a signature of the Breckenridge defense. They just, it's impossible to get comfortable against them until you're across half court. That is for sure. Parker Yagi tried to get the triple to drop. Jonica Bernades with the rundown and the find. You can tell those two have been doing this for a long time. Parker Yagi off the Jonica Bernades offensive rebound and assist. 25-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I think they're 3-2 in Border Battle games for their class. This will be their 6th. Could be wrong on that. 25-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And at the line is Piper Nelson. Nelson with 2 points so far. Cowgirls doing a good job of slowing down the prolific 8th grader. And into the 1-and-1 we go. Free throws off the back iron. Yagi tried to get the rebound, and now Anna Spear will take a shot from behind for the foul. That was the first free throw miss of the game for Wahpeton, who made their first 4. And now both teams will be in the 1-and-1 as Huskies sitting at 16 fouls. Parker Yagi over to Ava Janing. Ava Janing back to Yagi. Parker Yagi, skip pass over to the right corner. 3 is up and rattled in from Emily Gowan. Gowan's second bucket of the game. Cowgirls now up 28-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as they're on an 8-0 run. Trying to answer with a layup in transition, but off the mark. Taylor Malk not able to get the 2 to drop. Ava Janing showing off the dribbling moves. Now driving to the cup is Emily Gowan. Almost got the very friendly roll off the front of the rim, but batted out of bounds. 7:59 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernardes. Inbounds to Mariah Coltis. Misses the 2. And then gets her own follow. And not able to get this next shot to drop, but she does draw the foul. 2 free throws coming from Mariah Coltis. I don't even know if she realized she was the one getting fouled right away. She's like, was it me getting slapped or was it you getting slapped? All right. 28-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Oh, it was actually on the floor, 1-and-1. Apologies. Mariah Coltis sinks the first. Cowgirls now on a 9-0 run. One for 2 trip for Mariah Coltis. Huskies hitting the gas right away, getting on the floor, and Parker Yagi will tie it up for a jump ball. Seen a good amount of those today. As possession arrow goes with Breck. Trying to make it 3 consecutive border battle victories and trying to avoid the border battle sweep today as well, with the Cowboys suffering their first loss of the year. It's the Wahpeton Huskies. And Wahpeton Lady Huskies looking to get some points in transition. The layup is off the mark. Piper Nelson's layup is also off the mark as Huskies with a couple out of character misses there. Head coach Brian Watson gonna bring in a new trio of athletes to see if this will kind of give them a shot in the arm here. Cameron Malk back in the game with Ashlyn Max and Claire Woods back in. Be surprised if she comes back out this last 7:22, pending any foul trouble, of course. Ashlyn Max gets it to Cameron Malk. They feed it into the post to Claire Woods. Woods with a 2-point jumper. Claire Woods, nothing but net on all 3 of her field goals thus far. She's got 8 points. And stopping the bleeding for the Lady Huskies as Parker Yagi will draw the foul. Breckenridge was on a 9-0 run. Claire Woods leading the way for Wahpeton. Parker Yagi. She's got 7 so far. Now 8 after that free throw make. Sienna Fobb coming back in. And if you're ever wondering if they do the 2-post lineup, I think they maybe have logged a total of about 7 game minutes this year of Sienna Fobb and Mariah Coltis. So don't expect to see that a whole lot, but it's quite the weapon for them when they got 4 really good perimeter guards out there running around. I think we got a lane violation here, so only one of the free throws is going to count. 30-16 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As it's going to be a turnover for Wahpeton again. Turnovers kind of been piling on. 30-16 once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Sienna Fobb to Parker Yagi. Yagi, the left-handed layup. Finger roll is good. Yagi with the layup, and timeout taken by head coach Brian Watson. His squad trailing 32-16 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This timeout brought to you by Highcam Construction. You're listening to Breck Basketball to Border Battle Basketball, apologies folks, on AM 1450 KBMW and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. We'll be right back.
Get more done with Lilligard, your local Bobcat dealer and full-service heavy-duty truck shop in Wahpeton. From rugged Bobcat compact tractors and loaders to expert truck repairs, Lilligard keep your farm, acreage, and fleet running strong. Whatever the job, mowing, fencing, grading, or keeping your big rigs on the road, count on Lilligard for power and reliability. Visit Lilligard on Highway 13 West in Wahpeton or call 701-642-9129. Lilligard, built to keep you moving.
Hi, I'm J.H. Olson, a longtime Wahpeton resident, a local business owner, and I'm running for the Wahpeton City Council. I've lived here for over 30 years. It's where I work, where my children went to school, where I built my business, and where I care deeply about our community. I believe in responsible leadership, supporting local businesses, and making decisions that put Wahpeton first. I appreciate your vote on January 27th. Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Wahpeton City Hall. This ad is paid for J.H. Olson on my own behalf.
And welcome back to the border battle as Parker Yagi just logged another 2 points off of an inbound pass that she stole. So that's not what you love to see out of a timeout. 34-16 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard after the bucket. Now a foul on Breck. That was Parker Yagi's first foul of the night. So heading to the stripe. Claire Woods. She could hit double figures with a pair of makes here. Should have to get the first one, of course, as we are in the 1-1. 9th team foul on Breck. 8 team fouls on the Lady Huskies thus far. And a nice shot from Claire Woods. Woods. Rocking number 45. Sinks both free throws. She's up to 10 points. And bringing it up to be Ava Janing. She gets it over to Parker Yagi. Yagi has it stripped by Cameron Malik with the quick hands. So it's heading Wahpeton's way. 34-18 once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Anna Spear checking in. Once again, technically a home game for Breckenridge, but they're rocking the whites today because the coaches said, well, we never get to do that. As Breckenridge comes away with another steal, Jonica Bernades gets it over to Parker Yagi, who misses the layup. And now they're going to say out of bounds off Wahpeton. They weren't giving Camry Malk a lot of room up the sideline, so I didn't know if she got bumped. They're going to say she stepped out of bounds. 5:58 left to go here in the opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Cowgirls got the defense clicking. They're playing pretty good offensively as well. Lady Huskies looking to close out the first half with a spark. Parker Yagi goes back to that left-handed finger roll, but not able to get that one to drop. Now she's going to try to get a steal from behind, but Claire Woods is ready for it. Picks up her dribble. Gets rotated around the horn to Ashlyn Max. Back to Claire Woods. Max with the ball. Claire Langenwalter had it. Got to Camry Malk, and I'm going to say off of Yagi. Parker Yagi poked it up. 5:25 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Head coach Brian Watson giving them the play from the sideline. They're looking to get the post up to Claire Woods, and the shot is blocked and rebounded by Sienna Fobb. Second time she's got the stop against her former teammate with a similar result. Parker Yagi going to the cup, kicks it out to Sienna Fobb, misses the shot. On a Spear with the offensive rebound. Drops it back over to Fobb, and she is fouled. 2 free throws coming for Sienna Fobb. She's got 6 points here in the opening half already, so already at her average. First free throw is good from Fobb. And 1 for 2 trip. Sienna Fobb with 7. Her squad up by 17. And 3-pointers up from Nelson. Off the mark. Ashley Max with the rebound. 3-pointer is up. And Taylor Mauk banks it in. Her first points of the evening. Cuts the lead to 14. 35-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Emily Gowan over to Piper Janning. Janning with the dribble kick out. Sienna Fobb thought about the triple. Instead, she'll go over to Anna Spear, who cuts to the elbow. Spear with a tough runner off the mark, and they're going to say foul on Yagi. So after the foul on Yagi, 2 free throws coming for Wahpeton as they continue to cut into this lead. Wahpeton has Piper Nelson at the line. She's 2 for 3 so far. Free throws up and good. Wahpeton 7 for 8 at the stripe to start this off. Nelson trying to make it her second perfect trip for the day. And she will. 35-23 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton, like we said, cutting into the lead, and now they get a Breck turnover. Nelson with a nice drop off and gets Max for 2 again. Max for 2. Her second bucket. And just like her first one, getting it in transition off of a Nelson bounce pass. 10-point game. Ava Janning tries going into her sister Piper Janning and stolen away. Piper Nelson gets it up to Claire Woods. Woods with the Euro step and the finish. Cowgirls maybe going to need a timeout here. Woods with the transition bucket to cut it back to single digits. 8-point game. As Jonica Bernada is looking to answer, gets the post up and draws the foul. I could be wrong on this because my stat keeping can be a little hit or miss, but I want to say Wahpeton's on a 9-0 run. Jonica Bernades trying to get it back to double figures. Both teams in the double bonus now. Number 2 shooting 2 free throws. First one off the front iron. She's got to get used to shooting in this gym, as Jonica Bernades will be suiting up for North Dakota State College of Science next year. All of us were jumping for joy. She's going to be a really nice fit there. They're so good at getting some really good ball handlers and just letting them go crazy. Head coach Brian Friskop will keep that tradition going. 1 for 2 trip for Bernades as the Cowgirls now lead by 9. 3:17 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge sending the trap at Piper Nelson. Nelson able to evade the defense. A nice floater there will be off the mark. And a very good save and follow. 2 points for Skyly Polskam. Parker Yagi with the ball. 7-point game. 36-29 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Emily Gowan with the ball on the right wing. And it gets tied up for another jump ball. $36-29 once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Got a We got 7 girls in the scoring column for Wahpeton, 4 of them coming off the bench. 36-29 to get into Parker Yagi. Yagi with the mid-range jumper rattles in. 38-29 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And now we got a foul once again. Looks like that's going to be on Parker Yagi again. Her third. With 2:30 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, so they're likely going to sit her down. Piper Janing coming in to spell her. Yagi, the program's all-time leading scorer, as the first free throw from Polskamp is off the mark. 38-29 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Polskamp's next free throw off the mark again. Piper Janing gets the free throw after a little contact with Claire Langenwalter. Janing was looking to get to the rack. Kicks it out to a wide open Jonica Bernades for a 3 off the mark. Piper Nelson with the board, and now a foul. And head coach Tony Bogenreef is not going to be thrilled about that one. In the double bonus. And a foul on the other basket. Only the first one on Mariah Coltis, but potentially a costly one. As this is one of the last girls you want at the stripe. Piper Nelson, 2 free throws lined up. She's 4 for 5 so far. First free throw is good. 38-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Nelson's next free throw is good again. Cuts the lead to 7. Breckenridge was up by 16 at one point. As Anna Spear will lose the handle off the pass. Ava Janing lines up a 3 and nothing but net. Ava Janing with her first points of the night. 41-31 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And the answer for the layup off the mark. Ten-point game here. Ava Janing, one of 3 players to score off the bench. As 7 girls in the scoring column for Breckenridge as well. So a lot of girls bringing their A game today. Ava Janing to Anna Spear. Spear back to Janing. Ava Janing has got a good groove going. Piper Janing trying to follow off the mark. And out of bounds, they're going to say off of the Huskies. 1:39 left to go in this opening half. Breckenridge with a 41-31 lead against Wahpeton here in the border battle. Jonica Bernades off the inbound. Get downhill with the floater. Off the back iron. Piper Janing with another offensive rebound, but she's going to miss the layup attempt. 2 free throws coming for number 10. .31 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Skyly Polskamp tagged with a foul. And as we said, at one point, Breckenridge is leading by 16 as Piper Janing misses the first free throw. 2 Pipers in this contest, of course. 0 for 2 trip for Piper Janing. Remains a 10-point game. Jonica Bernades guarding Claire Langenwalter. Goes over to Ashlyn Max. Claire Woods getting downhill for 2. Claire Woods with the tough scoop bucket. Claire Woods gets it back to single digits again. 41-33 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Piper Janing fakes the handoff. This time she will hand it off to her sister Ava. Ava Janing gets downhill and is fouled. 2 more free throws coming for Breck. As you guys are going to find out, I'm not very good at math when I got to add up all these at halftime. It ain't going to go well. Ava Janing at the stripe. First free throw is up and nothing but net. .42-33 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 2-for-2 trip. 43-33. And Wahpeton is going to get it over to Piper Nelson. Claire Woods going off the dribble, off the mark, on a spear with the board. 43-33 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janing does that behind the back dribble she loves. Piper Janing trying to draw the foul, and they're going to say jump ball, actually. 10-point game. Wahpeton can hold for the last shot here if they would like. 30.9 seconds remaining. They want the ball in Piper Nelson's hands. She gets it to Ashlyn Max. Claire Woods now brings it up. Piper Nelson over to Claire Langenwalter. Rotated to Taylor Mauk. Back to Ashlyn Max. Max gets it to Piper Nelson. Claire Woods now on the right wing. Very nice take off the dribble and one! Claire Woods having a heck of a first half here. And the foul. While Piper Janing gets foul number 2. 8-point game and 9 seconds remaining. Woods knocks down the free throw. 43-36 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernadez. She's got 5 seconds to operate. Bernadez gets it over to Piper Janing, who's going to let it rip for 3. Off the backboard, Cowgirls will take a 43-36 lead into the locker room as Claire Woods willing the squad back within 7. You are listening to the Border Battle on AM 1450 KBMW and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, all part of the I3G Sports Network.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial in Wahpeton, where he makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wahpeton, or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show on AM 1450 KBMW. The border battle, Breckenridge with a 43-36 lead against Wahpeton at the half, trying to avoid the varsity sweep after the Wahpeton boys won the first half of this doubleheader 59-53. And by the way, really quick, wanted to give you a couple stat tidbits from that before we dive into it, as they were led. Oh, apologies. We'll go through the girls' stats first. We'll loop back to the boys if we have time. Sorry, guys. I got to stay focused here. As Wahpeton was willed back after they were down by 16 in this ball game. They were down 34-18 and went on a really nice run to close it out after that. 18-9, they outscored them from there on, it looks like. So, yeah, like we said, a 7-point game here at the half, and Claire Woods, a huge reason for that. First, she was keeping them afloat, and then she was willing them at the end of the half. 17 points heading into the locker room, so she's on pace for a heck of a night. They got 6 from Piper Nelson, all at the stripe. She was 6 of 7 on free throws. And then they got a good chunk of scoring off the bench, actually. They got 4 points from Ashlyn Max off a pair of transition buckets. Got a 3-pointer from Taylor Mauk. A couple points from Skyly Polskamp, as well as 2 points off, or 4, no, it was 2 points. My apologies. Off the bench as well from Ella Langenwalter. Don't want to miss anybody here in the Wahpeton scoring column. Cameron Malk also with 2 points. Off a pair of free throws, Claire Langenwalter and Gracie Falk looking for their first points. Falk picked up a pair of fouls and spent a bulk of the first half on the bench. So tough to score when you're not playing, so we'll see if they get a little more production from her in the second half, or if Claire Woods is going to have to continue to kind of put the team on the back. Once again, she's got 17. Right behind her for the game high in points is 14 points from Parker Yagi. She's followed by Sienna Fobb with 7. Came out and had a really nice first half. It's one of the better first halves we've seen from Sienna this year. 6 from Jonica Bernardes, 5 from Emily Gowan, 5 from Ava Janing as well. And then 3 apiece from Mariah Coltis and Anna Spear. Anna Erickson, woof. That was a throwback. You guys remember her from the Watt Brett game? I wonder if they won her senior year. She can tell me if she tracks me down. But once again, 14 points to lead the way for Parker Yagi. She's led by 7 with Sienna Fobb. 17 points for Claire Wood to lead the way for Wahpeton. And then 6 for Piper Nelson. Getting all my girls mixed up here. And then we got a couple Claires on the floor. It's just confusing. But it's been a fun game so far. Got a little nervous there when Breckenridge was kind of doubling up on them. Up by 16, but then the Huskies with a really nice push there at the end to get this down to 7 heading into the half, and we'll see if they can do a little bit better of a job handling the press, which I thought that was a big reason for the improvement as it went on. You know, they kind of were a little more composed there, and we're beating Breck down the floor to get some transitional looks. We're turning some good defense into offense, so we'll see if we see more of that from Wahpeton here in the second half, and we'll see if Breckenridge was actually kind of hitting on a lot of threes for the first half. How many threes they got here? I think we got 5. They got 5 different girls who have hit from downtown so far to start here. So usually when Breckenridge is hitting threes, that's usually game over because everything else is usually kind of clicking other than that. But Wahpeton, like I said, keeping it close here, 43-36 here in the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. We'll be right back and revisit the keys to the game brought to you by Smith Motors Wahpeton. And then also, maybe talk about a couple themes we're thinking for the second half here on AM 1450 KBMW. You're listening to Border Battle Basketball.
Parents, keep your kids on track by scheduling a well child or teen visit at Essentia Health. Annual well child visits help catch potential issues early to support the healthiest future possible. In addition to thorough exams and vaccinations, our team provides valuable health and safety advice and takes time to discuss any physical or mental health concerns. Call your local Essentia Health clinic or visit essentiahealth.org to schedule a well child or teen visit today.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. I'm here to tell you about our hydraulic hoses and fittings. We stock most hoses and fittings from 1/4 inch up to 1 1/4 and rated to 5,500 PSI. From all of us at Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley, we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Whether your favorite team wears purple, green, red, or any color, Gripper Sports wants to help you show off your school pride. Grippers also has the styles and inventory to fit any need. Gripper Sports Store located on Dakota Avenue in the heart of downtown Wahpeton, helping you show your school pride for over 20 years. Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Get more done with Lilligard, your local Bobcat dealer and full-service heavy-duty truck shop in Wahpeton. From rugged Bobcat compact tractors and loaders to expert truck repairs, Lilligard keep your farm, acreage, and fleet running strong. Whatever the job, mowing, fencing, grading, or keeping your big rigs on the road, count on Lilligard for power and reliability. Visit Lilligard on Highway 13 West in Wahpeton or call 701-642-9129. Lilligard, built to keep you moving. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com. And welcome back to the Border Battle here on AM 1450 KBMW. And as mentioned, I was talking about how I want to revisit the keys of the game, only to realize I was kind of already talking about that in the first in the first part of the halftime show anyways. But this Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show, I wanted to let you guys know once again that I was telling you before the game started, I was thinking that the big key to the game was going to be who took care of the ball and, you know, who wasn't going to let defense turn into offense, and that's kind of what it turned into. At least when Breckenridge was really in control was when Wahpeton wasn't able to even get past half court on a few possessions, so that ended up being obviously what was key for Breck, but look what happened when they ended up withstanding it. Getting some buckets in transition, making Breck pay at the line, 43-36. After they were down by 16 at one point, once again in the first half. So great finish to the first half from Wahpeton. Let's see what you got here for half number 2. As they kind of misread when they were actually starting here. Emily Gowan said, "What are we doing?" Emily Gowan gets it to Sienna Fobb. She was looking for Jonica Bernades on the back cut. Said she'll go over to Yagi. Yagi kicks out to Fobb. Janing going to attack off the bounce. Drops it off to Parker Yagi. Yagi goes right back to Janing, who lays it in for her first points of the night. Piper Janing into the scoring column. Camry Malk rotates over to Claire Langenwalter. She dribbles to the Wildcat logo over to the right wing to Gracie Falk. And Claire Woods not going to make Breck pay on a 3. Parker Yagi delivers a pass over to Emily Gowan, kind of a risky pass. Gowan was looking to drop it off to Sienna Fobb, but kind of lost the handle on it. And one of the officials is going to say it's off the leg. Excuse my laughter, but Coach Watson's reaction to that was priceless because him and I kind of had similar angles at this, so I was a little surprised by that too. But Parker Yagi puts up the 3 off the inbound. She's up to 17 points, tied for the game lead along with Claire Woods. Claire Woods rotates over to Piper Nelson, who's looking for her first field goal of the game, and she won't get it there. Rebounded by Parker Yagi. Almost gets tied up for a jump ball, and now she gets taken out in the full court. $48-36 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowgirls with the first 5 points of the half. We got a
43-36 score at the half. Emily Gowan with 5 points thus far for the Cowgirls. She gets it over to Jonica Bernades. Bernades gets a ball screen from Sienna Fobb. Yagi now has it on the left wing, looking to attack, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. $16:32 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Sienna Fobb gets the inbound. Swings it over to Piper Janing. Janing with the step back. Off the mark. Cameron Malk with the board. Looking to take it herself. Going right at Piper Janing. Kicks it back out to the perimeter. Piper Nelson. It's got that quick first step. Instead, she gets it over to Gracie Falk. Or apologies, Skyly Polskamp just checked into the ball game a bit ago. As three-pointer way off the mark. Jonica Bernades with the rebound. Oh, fires a baseball pass, but gets tipped. Out of bounds off of Wahpeton. Good recovery there from Claire Langenwalter. Senior running it down. Have to keep checking to make sure I'm not getting my Langenwalters mixed up. Yes, Claire. Parker Yagi tied up with Cameron Malk for a jump ball. Couple fiery competitors. Claire Langenwalter inbounding with Piper Janing. Claire Langenwalter with it again. Crosses the timeline. Has the drop off on the right side, but has it tipped out of bounds. Wahpeton still looking for their first points here of the second half. Ava Janing coming in for her sister Piper. They get it inbounded to Piper Nelson, who loses it, and Ava Janing has been doing a really nice job whenever she checks in to guard her. Forces the turnover. Emily Gowan ready to rock in transition, or kind of semi-transition there, but the three-pointer is off the mark. Nelson with a pull-up jumper for two, off the mark, and the follow from Malk off the mark. Rebounded by Sienna Fobb. She'll hand it off to Jonica Bernades. Bernades, one of 2,000-point scorers on this team. Skips it over to Emily Gowan. Gowan kicks back out to Jonica Bernades. Can't leave her that open. That's why. Bernades with her second triple of the night. Cowgirls with the first 8 points here to start off the second half. Piper Nelson slices through the defense. Drops it off to Polskamp for two. Skyly Polskamp stops the 8-0 run. Ava Janing thought about the three. Instead, she'll rotate over to Parker Yagi. Yagi faked the drop off and then went with the left hand for two. She's up to 19 points. Cowgirls up by 15. And Jonica Bernades now with the steal in the full court. Bernades changing speeds and was going to have a nice look at it for the reverse layup, but drew the foul on her way to the rack. 53-38 with 14:23 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge we'll have Jonica Bernades inbound it. Mariah Coltis just checked in the ball game. Coltis rotates over to Ava Janing on the left side. Ava Janing goes to that Euro step and banks it in. That's how you get a better angle. As they'll get a foul on the full court, just being a little too aggressive there. The freshman, Ava Janing, with 7 points. $55-38 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 12-2 run from Breck here to open the second half. And this has been their biggest lead, I believe. It might have been 18 at one point, but it's either at or near their biggest lead, I'll say. Just to be safe. As Wahpeton will get it out to Falk. Gracie Falk over to Ashlyn Max. Max gets a ball screen. Into the right corner to Piper Nelson. Nelson looking for her first field goal, and she'll get it with a nice finger roll. Piper Nelson trying to spark the squad. 55-40 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Nelson with 8 points here. Emily Gowan with the ball. Gowan looking to go to work on Max. Drop stop to Jonica Bernadez for the short jumper. Off the mark. And now got caught with the hand in the cookie jar. Ava Janing. As Piper Janing will check in. Falk on the floor inbounding for Wahpeton. Claire Woods also out there. Ashlyn Max, Piper Nelson, and Ella Langenwalter as well. Falk gets it over to Claire Woods. Woods attacks and gets two. Claire Woods with the tough take to the cup. She's got 19 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton scored the last 4, and now they'll get a stop. Piper Janing tried going up for the layup, and we're going to say out of bounds. Looks like the Huskies stepped out. $55-42 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton will take a full. We'll take one with them. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. You are listening to Breck Basketball and Wahpeton Basketball on AM 1450 KBMW and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, all part of the I3G Sports Network.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Everybody likes discounts, and really, who doesn't want to save money, especially on their auto insurance? Hi, I'm Carson Zard, a Nodak Insurance Company agent in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Talk to me about how we can save you money by taking advantage of our multi-vehicle, multi-line, EFT, safe driver, and good student discounts. Call 701-642-9251 for your quote. I'm Carson Zard, your agent with answers. I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call for a quote today.
And welcome back after that Highcamp Construction timeout. Piper Janing with the ball. Goes inside to Parker Yagi. Yagi with a post up and one. Don't want to get any guard trying to guard her in the post. Yagi's going to make you pay for that matchup every time. Yagi knocks it down. She is now up to 22 points as Claire Woods is fouled. 58-42 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ashlyn Max will inbound it. Next to head coach Brian Watson. Head coach Tony Boganry, of course, used to be on Brian Watson's staff. Taught him every trick he knows. Gracie Falk with the ball. Hands it off. And they're just going to continue to do the weave until they get a look they like. And that is why Piper Nelson drops it in for her second bucket of the half. She's up to 10 points. $58-44 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As Parker Yagi will have her shot blocked. And now there's going to be a foul on Breck. Piper Janing tagged with that foul. 12-12 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Piper on Piper. Piper Nelson will inbound with Piper Janing. Helping guard at the top of this full court press. Breckenridge making their foes uncomfortable. Piper Nelson pulls up and off the mark. Rebounded by Ella Langwalter and then stolen away by Jonica Bernadez with the quick hands. Bernadez, once again, a North Dakota State College of Science commit. Make sure you guys come watch her play here next year. Anna Spear will miss the shot. put up a triple and only got a little bit of the net. So out of bounds. 11:44 left in the ball game. Breck with a 14-point cushion. Claire Woods goes to Gracie Falk. Falk dribbled by Jonica Bernades. Get into the rim and will draw the foul. Gracie Falk heading to the line, looking to get her first points. 11:36 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. First free throw just hits front iron. Ella Langenwalter out of the game. Scully Polskamp in. Free throw up and good. So 1-for-2 trip. 58:45 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Emily Gowan to Sienna Fobb. Fobb over to the left wing to Parker Yagi. Yagi taking a lot of body on the way to the hoop and gets the whistle. 5th team foul on the Huskies, who are once again the visitors in this contest. So they're playing Minnesota rules with 1-1 being 7 fouls. Double bonus coming at 10 fouls, of course, as opposed to double bonus right away at 5 fouls for each quarter. As Parker Yagi will have it stripped away. Now she wants to get it back. It's going to go off of Gracie Falk. Or, I mean, bats it out of the hands of Gracie Falk, I should say. And Claire Woods, it's the inbound. Piper Nelson, or Gracie Falk, apologies, has it stripped on a spear. Looking to turn it into 2, and she does. On a spear, making her impact felt. 60-45 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Now Wahpeton getting a little too excited, trying to beat him down the floor. And head coach Brian Watson will take a timeout. 10:46 left to go in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. It is a 30-second timeout by the looks of it. You are listening to the Border Battle on AM 1450 KBMW.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
And welcome back after that Highcamp Construction timeout. We got a 60-45 score. And after faking the handoff, they'll actually hand it off this time, and Emily Gowan won't sink the layup. Piper Nelson out and running. Swings it over to Gracie Falk. Falk going into Claire Woods. Woods goes right at Sienna Fobb for the left-handed lay-in, and she'll drop it in. Claire Woods with the tough bucket. 60-47 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They go inside to Piper Janing. Janing is going to rattle that in with the right-handed scoop. Hard for me to keep up, keeping all these stats. As I'm already mad at myself, I'm missing 2 points for Wahpeton in the second half. 62-47 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Claire Woods going to drive baseline with Fobb guarding. And one. As Piper Janing is in the restricted area. Claire Woods with the N1. Woods with 23 by my count. But once again, I do have a missing 2 points here that could very well be hers, as head coach Tony Bogandrief this time will take the timeout. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You are listening to the Border Battle on AM 1450 KBMW.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725.
And welcome back. 62-49 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As Claire Woods will sink the free throw. 62-50 now with 9:39 left to go in the ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janing going to attack off the dribble. Swinging over to the left side. Now Sienna Fobb with it. Fobb is going to pull the trigger on the three. Off the mark. Rebounded by the Huskies. Cameron Malk. It's it over to Taylor Malk. Piper Nelson now with the ball. Going to drive on Ava Janing. Instead, we'll go to Skyly Polskamp. You know, I think that's where my missing 2 points are, but I could be wrong. So might just throw her some points here. 90% sure. As Ryan Coltis will check in for Sienna Fobb. Piper Janing on the bench with 4 fouls, by the way. Cameron Malk. Wide open for a triple. Off the back iron, rebounded by Mariah Coltis. Coltis gets it to Parker Yegi. Yegi looking to go right to the cup for 2. Too easy for Yegi. She continues to pour it on. And now Breckenridge forcing a turnover near half court. Yegi with the steal. Goes to that spin move and wraps around for 2. Yegi putting the team on her back here in the second half. 66-50 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Back-to-back buckets from Yegi. Bernadez guarding Polskamp. Piper Nelson goes to that one-footed floater. Rebounded by Jonica Bernadez. 66-50 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernadez over to Emily Gowan. Gowan out to Ava Janing, who's hit from deep once. Rotated over to Jonica Bernadez. And Bernadez, nothing but net. As we mentioned earlier, you don't want to leave her open. That's her third hit from deep. 69-50 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And now, the block from behind by Mariah Coltis. They're going to say off of Breckenridge, though. And I was going to say, I think Jonica Bernadez at this point has probably made a case for being one of the best shooters in Breck history. And I'm saying that while her assistant coach over there, Carson Materi, one of the best snipers to come through the school as well. So I can get her opinion on it. We'll see if she's going to be nice and say it's Jonica or if she's going to get competitive. As Piper Nelson. Wahpeton's got a sharpshooter as an assistant coach for theirs too. Lakin Brewer, of course. Now Lakin Miranowski. She was fun to cover when I first started at the Daily News. As got a foul on the floor. And at the line, it's going to be Camry Malk. Malk with 2 points so far in the game. Her squad trailing by 19. She'll leave this first one short. 19-point lead for the Cowgirls. Here with 7:09 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Malk's second free throw off the mark again. Rebounded by Mariah Coltis. On a spear. Fires it down the floor. Jonica Bernadez goes to the reverse layup and draws the foul. Hits the floor hard. We're at the Blickery Activity Center. Bernades with an even dozen right now. Buried 3 free throws along with her 3 hits from downtown. Trying to make it a 20-point lead for the Cowgirls. She goosenecks it through. $70-50. Breck on an 8-0 run. Make it 9-0. 2-for-2 trip. Breck up by 21. And Claire Langenwalter playing in her final border battle. Piper Nelson puts up the floater off the mark, and Cameron Malk took a hard fall on that one. Luckily, she gets up all right. Anna Spear with the throw ahead pass and gets batted into the bench. Parker Yagi always in the game. She's on the bench, ready to catch that. 6:41 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bernades inbounding right next to her head coach. Ava Janing gets the inbound. Ava Janing over to the right wing to Emily Gowan, rotated to Bernades. Very nice entry pass to Mariah Coltis for 2. That was textbook of how to do an entry lob pass. 73-50 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As that shot off the mark, rebounded by Emily Gowan. Gowan, the feed ahead to Anna Spear. Spear picks it up, rotates to Jonica Bernades. Thought about the triple in the left corner. Instead, she'll try to get a better look for her team. Nice little step through here. Off the mark, off the right foot. Tied up for a jump ball once again. 6 minutes remaining in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Piper Janing back in the ball game along with Sienna Fobb. And Parker Yagi as well. Parker Yagi with 14 points here in I'll make sure to add that up again. I think she had 14 at halftime, so that's going to be out of bounds. I got her for 11 this half. We'll make sure to double check that again, but that would put her at 25. And at 24 is Claire Woods. We're going to see a couple more border battles for Claire as well. She's only a sophomore in this matchup. Going against junior Sienna Fobb here. Neighbors growing up and now squaring off in the border battle. Both having nice games too. Over to Claire Langenwalter. She fires it inside. And one. No, they're going to go with the travel instead. Claire said, what are we doing here? Well, it's clearly an N1. Jonica Bernades will get the inbound. 5:25 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bernades hands it off, or fakes the handoff, and nice little give and go action, and the left-handed lay. As Bernades putting together a very nice stat line. Her final border battle is looking to be as Parker Yagi pokes that one free. Piper Janing feeds it up, and the nice extra pass to Jonica Bernades sets up the foul in transition. It's just second nature for these girls how they run in transition. It's fun. The lead is now ballooned to 25. Cowgirls have scored the last 14 points. So really slamming the door shut here at this point as Bernades knocks down another free throw. She's been there a lot today, 6 of 7. Ava Janing gets a nice ovation from the crowd, as does Claire Langenwalter. It's getting her final border battle, one of 2 seniors on this Wahpeton team. As the next free throw from Bernades rattles in. The other one being Emma Hornstein, by the way. As Piper Nelson with the ball. Skip over to the left side to Ashlyn Max, who's trying to end the drought, and she does with a triple. Finally stopping the bleeding. It was a 15-0 run before that. 7th grader, ready to pull the trigger. She's got 7 points. As Breckenridge was looking to get Harper Hager a look, who just checked into the ball game. Playing her first border battle. Well, she got a little time last year that I don't know about. Once again, I was in Arizona, so layup off the mark. Rebounded by Yagi. Parker Yagi almost has it stripped from behind, and they're going to say jump ball. Staying here with Wahpeton. As Wahpeton had some good moments to really cut into the lead, but Cowgirls had a lot of gas in the tank still for the end. A 15-0 run, that's it's hard to withstand, especially when there's already a cushion when that run happened. Now it's a 24-point deficit. Ashley Max trying to do something about it. Goes back to the left side of the floor. They're looking to get it into Claire Woods. And Claire Woods with the deep 2. I'm going to make sure to tell Claire, good game, Claire, when this is over. And I'm going to say, you did your part. You're out there hooping for sure. I'm running out of room in my scoring column. As Parker Yagi is going to get a pair of free throws. Thought she was getting the N1 to drop, but she'll have to settle for 2. After 5 straight points from the Huskies. First free throw is good. From Yagi. And 2 for 2 trip. 79-55 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge in the driver's seat. About to make it 3 straight border battle victories. And be a good send-off for this trio of seniors. Got a lot of success in this Twin Town clash. And great second effort there to stick with it from Emma Hornstein, the other senior we had mentioned, as Piper Janing gets a run ahead for the layup. 2 points for Piper Janing. Having a nice second half here with 6 points. 81-55 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Piper Nelson over to Claire Woods. Pull-up jumper is off the mark from Max. Piper Janing pushing tempo. She gets it over to the left side, and head coach Tony Bogenreef going to take a timeout, a little substitution timeout. And we'll take one with him. This timeout brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. Once again, you are listening to Breck and Watt basketball. Sorry, folks, on AM 1450 KBMW, the Border Battle on KBMW News Live on YouTube as well.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Wrap up this Heidkamp Construction timeout. You got an 81-55 score. Breckenridge in the lead. They're starting to bring in some reserves. Sydney Tischer in the game, number 20 for Breckenridge. Also got number 5, mentioned Harper Hager already. And then for Breck, also number 13, Riley Johnson. And number 12, Michaela Ludwig. They rotate over to Tischer. Tischer attacks off the bounce with the floater off the mark. And Greta Jirac also just checked in the game for Breckenridge. And for Wahpeton, who do we got in here? Julia Doman, number 14. Getting some action here in the border battle. Tenley Hills as well. Saw her with the ball. Number 30, Maddie Lairkamp. 13, Addie Parker. So everyone's getting a little chance to have the ball. Ciara. Oh, as the shot is up off the mark. Rebounded by Johnson. That was Riley Johnson with the board. As Sydney Tischer swings it over to the right wing to Hager. Harper Hager. Gets it to Ludwig. And pass is stolen away. And Doman was trying to get out and run. And then I'm working on one of the pronunciations here. Dufanis? Oh, Dufanis? Dufanes. I'm so sorry, ladies. All right, Dufanes. At least they're on top of it. Sierra Dufanes. All right, I'm coming along, guys. Forgot to check for the rest of the bench when the game started. I was like, all right, we got the starters. I know all of them. As the shot from Doman is up, off the mark. I'm still working on some of the Breckenridge names. I'm pretty sure I was calling number 12, Michaela Ludwig, by the wrong name last game, so we're making strides. Hager over to Riley Johnson. And the attack off the dribble by Tischer. She kicks it out to the left wing to Riley Johnson. Johnson thought about shooting it. Instead, she'll get to Sydney Tischer. Tischer with the runner off the one leg, and she'll drop it in. Sydney Tischer into the scoring column to make it 83-55 with 1 minute remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Doman. Gets it to Dufresne. And shot is up by Addie Parker and good. After the Parker bucket, Hager gets it over to Tischer. Tischer can dribble out the last 25. We'll see how aggressive they're going to get with it. Riley Johnson now has it. Over to Harper Hager. Hager guarded by Doman. Or apologies. That's number 13, Addie Parker. Maddie Lehrkamp will come and guard Sydney Tischer as that will do it. 83-57, your final score. Cowgirls outscore the Huskies 40-21 in the second half. We'll tell you more about it when we get to our post-game show, brought to you by Miller Realty. You've been listening to The Border Battle on AM 1450 KBMW, and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, all part of the I3G Sports Network. Make sure to go tally up the scoring for you as we come back with your State Farm Star Report as well.
Are you tired of fixing the same problems? Here at Ready, we offer performance seating solutions that last. Whether it's new parts for your drill or a complete rebuild of your air seeder, we can help. We resolve your challenges through in-house engineering, manufacturing, and sourcing of the highest quality North American-made products. We are ready to bring our passion and expertise directly to your farm to solve all your equipment challenges. Reach out to us at 701-205-1485 and schedule your free inspection today.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Get your vehicle ready for winter with Smith Motors in Wahpeton.
Get up to $60 in rebates on brake pads and rotors, up to $30 in rebates on wipers and batteries, and up to $15 in rebates on cabin and engine air filters. Now's the time to get your vehicle ready for the winter. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors in Wahpeton, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com today.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
Want a healthy smile? Visit Wahpeton Family Dentistry. Their recently expanded modern office has awesome and the most up-to-date technology. Dr. Mason Haley and Dr. Shannon Foley and their amazing team help make every visit great for kids, teens, and adults. They offer dental care for patients of all ages and work with most insurances. Call 701-642-8566. Again, 701-642-8566. Or schedule online at WahpetonFamilyDentistry.com. Get your best smile today.
Time for your Miller Realty postgame show on AM 1450 KBMW and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. And I let you guys down, folks. I'm missing a few points from Wahpeton, and I'm missing 1 point from Breckenridge. So take it with a grain of salt. You're going to have to tell me where I'm wrong. But we'll run through the scoring for you as we got Breckenridge winning for the third year in a row here against the Wahpeton Lady Huskies, 83-57 the final. Avoiding the varsity sweep of the border battle today as the Breckenridge Cowboys fell to the Wahpeton Huskies 59-53 earlier in this doubleheader. First loss of the year for the Cowboys. So impressive win for Wahpeton. That's going to, I don't know if that really helps them out. I think with their seating and whatnot, I don't think that really helps them. But anyways, we'll dive back into the girls matchup, go through Wahpeton's scoring. And part of me thinks that the missing 3 points are Claire Woods. So she had either 28 or 25. That's what we'll roll with. I got 25 or 28 for Claire. I'm going to stick with 25 as the official number, but with an asterisk that might actually be 28. So she was joined in double figures by Piper Nelson. 7 points off the bench from Ashlyn Max. And they got 3 points from Taylor Malk. 2 points apiece from Cambry Malk, as well as Ella Langenwalter. 2 points off the bench from 4 points from Skyly Polskamp, I think. So that might have been where I was missing 2 of my points. So maybe I'm only missing 1 after that, but oh, there we go. Detective Turner here. All right, 26 points there. And then Skyly Polskamp had 4. There we go. That makes my life a lot easier. Take it with a grain of salt still. But 26 points for Claire Woods, 10 points for Piper Nelson, 7 points for Ashlyn Max, as mentioned, 4 points for Skyly Polskamp, 3 points for Taylor Malk, 2 for Ella Langenwalter, as mentioned earlier. Also 3 from Addie Parker coming in at the end of the game to get a bucket. 1 point from Gracie Falk. So a lot of girls in the scoring column for the Huskies as they get 57 points on the night and 83 points for the Cowgirls as they got a bulk of it from their 2 seniors, Parker Yegi and Jonica Bernadez, 28 and 17 respectively. My goodness, 14 points each half from Parker Yegi. She was dialed in and doing it in a variety of ways, hitting a couple threes. Maybe only 1 3 during that. Apologies. But Jonica Bernadez was definitely knocking down some triples. She had a few of them. So 28 for Yegi, 17 for Bernadez. 7 points from Sienna Fobb, all coming in the first half. 7 points from Ava Janing. They got 6 points from Piper Janing all in the second half, and she really turned it on there in the second half. And then 5 apiece from Emily Gowan all in the first half. 5 from Mariah Coltis, 5 from Anna Spear, and then 2 points at the end of the game from Sydney Tischer as well. So Breckenridge putting 9 girls in the scoring column, and then Wahpeton coming through with 9 girls as well. So love to see it. Anyways, that was your State Farm Stat Report brought to you by local State Farm agents to tell you how these 2 teams got to their 83 and 57 points respectively. The Cowgirls picking up the win in the border battle. We'll take a quick break and come back and do your play of the game brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breck, as well as your player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health. Here with you, you are listening to the Border Battle post-game show, brought to you by Miller Realty on AM 1450 KBMW. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com. Welcome back to your Miller Realty post-game show on AM 1450 KBMW. The border battle has concluded. Once again, if you guys missed the boys' game, Wahpeton came out on top in that one, 59-53, handing the Cowboys their first loss of the year. And then the Wahpeton Lady Huskies falling to the Breckenridge Cowgirls, 83-57, as Breckenridge makes it 3 years in a row in the border battle win column. And now for your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, and I know it's more than one play here, but I'm going to have to go with that 15-0 run from Breckenridge, where they kind of just said enough is enough, we're closing this game out. It was 62 to, I want to say that it was about a 10-point cushion that they had at one point, and then they put that big run together to kind of pull away and keep Wahpeton at arm's length from the rest of the way. So that 15-0 run I'm going to go with to get them up to 77 points on the evening, and that was they kind of just were really clicking there. Parker Yagi and Jonica Bernades especially were keying it. If we wanted to really narrow down and pick one of those plays, I would have to say that nice feed from Yagi to Bernades in transition, where it was kind of like we're just out here, just everything's clicking right now. So that was what I'm going to go with for play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency. And then also, if we're going to do like a little honorable mention for the other side of the river, when the Huskies willed back to cut the lead to 7 before halftime, was fantastic. They were down by 16 in the first half, and Claire Woods really willed the team back. A lot of other girls were making some good plays defensively, but Claire was really doing a lot of the heavy lifting in that one, and it was once again a 43-36 game at the half before the Cowgirls kind of blew the game open midway through the second half. And for your player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you. Once again, going to do an honorable mention here with Claire Woods for that one, as she had a monster game, 26 points here in the border battle by my count. I might end up finding out later that I'm wrong on that, but I'm going to stick with 26 points right now. 17 in the first half, 9 in the second half. Was hitting a lot of stuff from downtown to keep the defense honest, and was also making some tough buckets with the contact as well, with a couple nice end ones. So she's going to be one of the players of the game. Yeah, we'll just make it 2 players of the game instead of an honorable mention one. But on the winning side, we got to go with Parker Yagi, of course, playing her final border battle and leaving it all out there on the floor. 14 points in each half, and was looking outstanding, knocking down all most of her free throw tries. Oh yeah, one of them she didn't actually miss. It got waved off because of a lane violation, so that's not on her. But knocking down the free throws, getting her other teammates involved, playing some great defense, fighting for every loose ball, being tough on the glass. She was really just doing everything that you'd expect from her. One of the top players in program history, the all-time leading scorer in program history once again. Parker Yagi, our pick for player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health, along with Claire Woods as well. Here with you, Essentia Health, and thank you for tuning in to the Miller Realty post-game show and to the entire broadcast here on AM 1450 KBMW, whether it was for just the girls' game or if you're here for the boys too. Thanks for joining in. Thanks to Robert for covering the first one for me. I appreciate that. I know he'd probably rather be out and about on filming and whatnot, but I kind of had to get some family time in today, so apologies for that. But thank you to him for filling in, and thank you all for tuning in once again. And this has been the Miller Realty Postgame Show. We'll catch you next year for another border battle. Make sure to tune into all the games, though, that we have coming your way for the rest of this year. It's going to be fun when we get to playoff time. A lot of good teams in the area. Let's keep having fun with it. Your final score for the border battles: Wahpeton boys win 59-53. Breckenridge girls win 83-57. You've been listening on AM 1450 KBMW.
This I3G Sports Network broadcast was brought to you by Builders First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis Medical Center, Country Financial Agent Casey Formanek, Dakota Cabinetry, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Ripper Sports Store, High Camp Construction, The Lagarde, Merle Steam Cleaning, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Nodak Insurance Agent Carson Zara, Optimum Rehab, Quality Toyota, OSPTI, Ready, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Sanford Health, Smith Motors, State Farm Agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Superior Builders, Twin Town Villa, and Wahpeton Family Dentistry. Make sure to check the broadcast calendar on KBMWnews.com and tune in to the Giants Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.